Yeah, so, yeah. Kid's going to the game Saturday. That'll be cool. He's
Uh-huh.
going with his business partner, and we'll be watching.
With his what business partner? Oh,
The one.
like your older kid. Got
No, this is my younger one. That's his. Well, his concrete company.
Okay. He's a concrete man. Oh,
Yeah,
hello, Justine.
Yeah, he makes additives for concrete. Hi, Justine. Look at that.
Like for like cold pours and cold.
Yeah,
water pouring and
it's stuff that it's graphene, and it makes the concrete more workable, especially in spray applications. It changes the properties of the concrete slightly. It's a very cool product, actually. So
Did he invent it?
yeah,
Okay.
he came up with it. So
We used to have to use a lot of like high early, like 5,000 psi concrete and stuff, because we did a lot of pours in like December.
right.
So I know about it from that. But
Yeah, and this stuff makes the spray, that kind of application, work way better.
we'll start the show at 10. Right now we're just talking.
Oh yeah, we're just effing around. Hi everybody. Yeah, we'll play the bumper here in a minute, but yeah, Dom and I
We
were
need
just
two people to play the bumper. Until then, it's just a casual conversation.
yeah, exactly. I will post your link in my channel so people that are there
thank
know. So
It's the casual show. Yeah, got home from work and grabbed like a piece of chicken. Went to my kids' game. Oh, they got their asses handed to them.
oh, that's
The
not
boy,
good.
they were doing good until like the fourth inning. It was 3-2, and then this little first, I guess he's a sixth grader. The kid looked like he's 20.
Yeah, where he
And
drove himself and his wife and kids to the
I
game.
was talking to like one of the dads, and you know when you hear a crack of a bat, and you're like, "Oh, that ball is gone."
Yes.
I heard it, and friggin' hit a triple. They scored like 3 runs or 4 runs in that, and the life went out of.
Oh yeah,
Just they have not. Poor bastards haven't won a game yet. But Jack, he walked. He got on first, so he's happy. He ran to second, and he's only been on the bases. This is only the second time he's been on the bases.
Well.
And the other team was really slick, and Jack took his foot off a second for us. Just just lifted his leg.
Got
and
tagged out?
and like, yeah.
Yep, that's
Trying
tough.
to talk him. Oh my God, he was bawling. I'm like, Jack, everyone does it. Well, it always happens to me. But he blamed it all on the umpires. So
Yeah, well, obviously.
it was. Oh, I felt so bad because every game I'm like, oh come on, buddy, just do one thing. If you just do one good thing, you'll do it in another week.
Yeah, it's hard to build success, but that's
yeah.
he's getting on base. That's a start. Getting moving around, and he won't lift his foot off the bag. Now he's
that
learned.
won't happen again. Yeah. Well, no, I told him you got to watch the other guys when as soon as they slide in, and he did a great slide. He beat the tag.
Nice.
But then they got to call time.
Yeah,
They
yeah. You say, hey, time, so I can stand up, and the umpire. Again, there's a lot of nuance to the game. You got to learn it. Hey, there's Mike from Rhodey's Jam Cave. How are you?
Hey, Doug Pie, he is 10. He's 10 years old.
Yep. Back, good age. They're still tolerable at 10.
Yeah.
I've got a 38-year-old. If anybody wants him.
I'd trade for a little while.
Ah. No,
Charge him rent.
No, you would hate him. he's
Why,
he's
he
a
like you?
no, he's nothing like me, which is why you would hate him. No, he's a woke millennial and condescending.
really?
And knows it all. Yeah.
Oh, get this. So, I mean, granted, my kid was he was upset. So, we came home, and my wife bought blackberries, so I love blackberries.
blackberries
So
are
I
yummy.
I go, hey, you want a blackberry? And he goes, no, thanks. And I'm like, what are you, some kind of racist? And he loses his shit on me. He's like, I can't believe you said that. And I'm like, Jack, it's a joke, man.
I know. No.
And he proceeds to tell me when he was in first grade, he didn't know what the word meant, but he said the N word. And kids in first grade would call him a racist. And apparently, I'm like, he's really holding on to this. I was like, oh, man. So that's
Yeah.
going to be my guy's going to be one of those guys.
I mean, well, that's the thing. He used to be a fun guy, and now he's just a humorless. Yeah, he's well, because we were talking during the hockey game the other night.
Hopefully, he doesn't watch YouTube. Daddy still loves you.
I don't care if he does, son. He pissed me off the other night. Yeah, he got condescending with me in the chat, and I went, dude, I don't need your bullshit.
In chat?
Yeah, we were chatting during the game.
Oh,
and
I got
on
you.
family text, and it's like, dude, fuck you, I'm out. Kids.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah,
I guess no
well,
matter how old they are, they kind of all still sound the same.
yeah. Well, again, like he used to be a fun guy, and I used to really enjoy spending time with him. Now, not so much. We're renting a house over Christmas in Salida and everything, and keeps going the
where?
way it's going in Salida, little Colorado town.
You are freezing a lot, by the way.
Yeah, I know, and I've turned everything off. I don't get it. I'm going to turn more shit off and see what happens.
There you go. Keep turning shit off.
Yeah, because I've got, for me, just a couple windows open. So
You usually have like 30 open.
oh no, I turned off over 100 windows. So yeah, that's in preparation to not freeze, but it's not working very well.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I'll turn off some more shit.
Excuse Chris while he turns off some shit.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
How's everybody out there doing?
Hopefully, wonderfully. Hopefully, everybody's having a good
I
Thursday.
think so. Aww. Pole vault's warm for Chris's farm.
How's pole vault? Pole vault made me sick.
I can just saying his name. You say it 3 times and you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was kind of the joke Monday. He was feeling a little under the weather, and I was feeling a little under the weather, but so I blamed him for making it because he was blaming his wife for making him sick, which was lame.
That is half the reason we get married.
Yeah. Well, it's legit because your wife's a teacher, and I'm sure she's bringing home every.
Oh, she's always bringing something home.
Yeah.
No, but I not that I believe it, but I blame her for everything. She doesn't listen, so it works itself out.
Yeah, I don't blame my wife for anything because I've got a strong self-preservation instinct.
No, I don't. I'm a glutton for punishment.
Just beat me, whip me, call me Dom.
I'm not going to call you Dom. That'd be weird.
That would be weird.
Our DJ's giving all the scores. Chris don't care about nothing. His game is 1. I believe.
I care a
on
lot.
Dogpod, Justine, Rhodey, Camellia, Pole Vault, DJ.
Yeah, we've got lots of wonderful people here.
We're doing the unshow tonight.
Yeah. We
were like, hey, let's...
we'll just go live.
Chris was like, yeah, we'll wait till people come in and we'll start the show. I'm like, screw it. Just start it. And if people come in, we'll start it. So
at some point, maybe
chatting.
we'll play the bumper. And,
Yeah,
hey!
at some part, maybe the show will start.
Yeah, look at that. There.
What's going on, Zach?
I
and
just
Josh?
saw our featured artist tonight.
Yes, if we were doing the show.
If we were doing the show. But since we're not.
Since we're not. Hey, Charlie setting. Hey, there's Charlie. What's going on, sir?
Charlie Gabaldon, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, I bet I'm not freezing nearly as much now. I turned off 3 really intense programs.
What were they?
Well, my book was open, and I had like 6 chapters of the book open, which, probably 8 gigabytes worth of book there. So, yeah, I forgot to turn that one off.
I have literally
Oopies.
nothing. I have StreamYard open and one of Josh's videos.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't have my show open, your show open.
I got mine open.
So.
I got mine, so I
that's
could
why you're
pin
better
in
than
the
me.
chat.
That's why you're better than me.
No,
What's
I
up,
don't-
Michael Songs? How are you, pal?
I don't know that I'm better than you, but there, I just chinned.
trust me.
So if you're in my chat, thank you for coming to my chat. Now get the hell out and get over to Dom's. And I've pinned it to the top of my chat, and so we can all be in the chat together as one big happy family, huh?
One big happy family.
Happy family.
We are the anti-multi-stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do it and then we yell at you if you.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever
using
channel you're in, we yell at you. You're in the wrong channel.
If they ever made,
We wonder why we don't have many viewers.
If they ever did like a live action Muppet show, you and I would be locks for the grumpy old man.
Oh, totally. We'd be up in the Stadler
I'll do
and
it
Waldorf.
for free. Yeah, I'll do it for free.
Yeah, up in the balcony. Oh,
they were 2 of my favorites.
Oh, loved it.
Them,
Loved
Fozzie,
it.
because he said Waka Waka.
Yeah.
And the Swedish Chef.
Oh, the Swedish Chef. Durkin, Birkin, Hurkin. Oh, that was gold. Mm-hmm. The Muppet Show back in the day. Dr.
was
Tooth
awesome.
and the Electric Mayhem and Animal the Drummer. God,
Good stuff.
I had a real live animal as a drummer back in the day. He was a piece of work.
Is this the millennial?
No,
Oh, this
this
is the other one. The
no.
concrete guy.
Yeah. Now my kid. My kid as a drummer is a band's dream because he doesn't whack while you're trying to tune. He was great. Now this was when I was in college. What was his name? Buzz. And he was like the Muppet animal. He was burlier, but he was
a burly man.
he was a burly man and
He was
just
a burly man.
out of control.
I would say you're a burly man.
Yeah. Well, again, there's only 4 kinds of drummers. And there's 2 body types and 2 personality types. There's the real laid-back guy, and then there's the frantic squirrel. And then they're either big and burly or they're really wiry.
Uh-huh.
That's it. That's the only kind of drummers there are.
No, I've seen some other kind of drummers.
No, there's only 4, and I said so.
No. I've seen some chubby drummers.
Well, no, that's what I said. You get some burly, bigger, but you got this 2 extreme body
burly
types.
mean you're chubby. I would burly you just big everywhere. If you're big everywhere, you're not chubby.
I guess we
don't
could
know.
make a distinction between chubby and burly.
I would think it's very important.
Yes.
Hey, Pendar.
Is
Chris-
your chubby burly?
We have 20, so I think we should actually start.
Actually, start the show on and pretend that we're okay. Watch this. Our show is going to start now.
Everything else was
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the hosts of the SWA Happy Hour, Dom and Chris.
Well, good evening, everybody.
Hey.
Hello, welcome to the happy hour.
How's everybody?
Mr. Lane, how are you, my friend?
I'm great, Dom. How are you?
I'm doing good. See, know how everyone, this is how everyone can know if the show has not started, because I did not have a drink in my hand.
Yeah, so there you go. Now you know.
Now it's a show.
Now it's a show. Look, we got...
What were we talking about?
Who knows?
Hey, Siegel, what's going on, dude?
Yeah.
Siegel and Jovel.
Jovel is
How are
here
you?
as well. So yeah, good to see people here. We are our usual Thursday night hangout. Did you like the
Thursday night
description?
I
for the
don't
show?
read it.
Oh, see how you are? Now I got into ChatGPT and said, "Hey."
Oh, no. Is it like really long?
I cut it down, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's typical AI crap. and I made sure everyone knew that it was ChatGPT AI crap. But yeah, what did
Lord, Chris.
Oh yeah. No, it was fun. Let's see.
Oh, God, I'm glad you had a...
Yes, ready to indulge in the ultimate fusion of music, food, and guitar talk? Join us for a one-of-a-kind happy hour experience with your hosts, Dom and Chris, as they dish out a delightful blend of tunes, tasty treats, and guitar geekery. Step into our cozy virtual hangout with Dom and Chris, two seasoned musicians with a passion for all things tasty and tuneful. From riffing on guitars to savory delicious bites, their infectious energy and genuine camaraderie make every episode a feast for the senses. I mean,
That was
Jesus.
the whole thing?
Yeah.
You know what I feel? It's like...
Oh, it went on, but I cut.
It's like these things, somehow they got a hold of every 13-year-old girl's diary
Yes.
and imported all the words, because it all sounds like some flowery little girl.
Wonderful.
Just so happy with life. It's got none of the beat down that life gives you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
We
drives
should-
me absolutely
We
crazy.
should call it Sammy Superlative. Everything is wonderful. In fact, it's so bad. And I'm reading a whole lot of AI generated science articles.
We
they're
need
shit.
We need AI specifically for pessimists.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what we need. I would like that. Songwriter, AI songwriters for pessimists.
Instead of Chat
Debbie
GPT,
Downers.
just Chat Grumpy.
Yeah, exactly.
Grumpy. Oh,
That's a program I would actually buy.
I haven't made anyone sick yet, Pulvo. I'm pretty sure it's allergies. I do not think it's
think
an
so.
actual cold or virus. Yeah,
Yeah, we've
geekery,
all-
right?
We've all been getting the allergies over here.
Yeah, well, the wind here was stupid. We were getting 50-mile-an-hour winds for like 3 days. I mean, it was blowing over fences, and
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it was pretty stupid. But the winds in Colorado historically have been so strong sometimes they've literally blown over trains.
Okay.
That's a strong-ass
That's a
wind.
strong wind.
Yeah.
How many cars?
Oh, it was an entire freight train.
Okay.
Dumped the whole thing over, and that's happened multiple times. There's one spot on the Rio Grande where they took a bunch of old hopper cars, they filled them with cement, and then welded them to the rail on the inside of this big curve to cut down the wind, so it would knock the trains off.
Okay.
But yeah, crazy, crazy winds here. And it blew every dust and pollen and stick and whatever directly up my nose, seemingly.
What is so like? Wait, hold on. You can make a video just like you can describe what you want a video of, and it will.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you, Dog Paw. There's elements of it I think is cool to use, but I'm already over it because they all look the same and they just have this kind of pencily morphing style, and it's lame, you know. Do it the old-fashioned way. Go steal some crap stock footage and splice it together.
There you go. That's the way you make a video. Stealing shit.
Yeah, Chicago is windy, but I can tell you, got nothing on Denver. And of course, we're not quite as windy as up north in Wyoming. The wind always blows.
I have to interject because you said Chicago. So my wife stops the other night to go get pizza, and she was like, "Oh, give me some of that focaccia bread." And the guy behind the counter said, "No, it's not. It's not focaccia bread." And my wife was like, "What is it?" And he's like, "It's Chicago style pizza." My life is, "What the hell are you doing at selling that here?" Like we won't eat that.
No. I mean, I'll eat it if I'm in Chicago, but I'm not gonna.
I won't get it from a pizza parlor. I'll get like a frozen one and eat it in quiet. You know, in my dark
I mean,
basement.
you'd have to turn in your New Yorker card.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, I
May as well just give me some Hidden Valley ranch dressing to dip it in.
well now this was the weirdest thing. According to a
High
national
perpetual
magazine,
platypusy.
Denver has the best pizza in the entire nation. Now, I'm calling bullshit on that, but apparently we have so many ex-New Yorkers and other people who do pizza that allegedly we have more pizza per capita and more variety. I'm not sure I buy it.
I don't
but
buy that at all. You know what I do? I stay there as they open this. There's this pizza parlor. I mean, it's called Famous Peppino's Pizza, and I'm like, who declared you famous? You can't just put.
Yeah, you can't
famous.
just say you're famous.
I don't buy any product or go to any establishment that has to tell you they're good in their name. Like, you take a crappy product and you go, here's some really shit coffee. We're going to call it Master Blend.
Yeah.
When they have to upsell in the name.
That was the best thing, that movie Elf, New York's best coffee, and, congratulations. It's like,
Great movie.
Yeah, but funny because it was making fun of exactly that.
Excuse me.
All right. Yes, I'm monitoring DJ, and I'm not happy that they got a power play goal, but we saw how well that worked out for Dallas last time. Not worried. That's why they hire high school kids. Yeah, maybe.
I don't get who. I don't see too many. Not around here.
No, around there it's
maybe
all
around,
guys.
maybe at the front counter. But making pizza is generally a very old guy with those big groats and a t-shirt, sweat stains.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, yum.
That's generally who makes.
Thanks, Aldo. That's fantastic. Yeah,
it's true.
Hey, making pizza's an art. And again, it ain't as easy as it looks. As a dude who's got a pizza oven in his backyard, makes his own pizza, making good pizza, everybody can make an okay pizza, but making a good pizza, there's a lot to it. In L.A.?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to disagree on principle alone.
Yeah.
I doubt that.
Yeah, I gotta say.
Well, again, that's one of those things. The worst pizza could be the best pizza in the world to someone.
Yeah.
With no taste.
Well, that's the thing, and like what's the old line about, pizza and sex, even bad pizza's still pretty good.
I thought the line was pizza and sex, they're better together. No?
I don't know. I don't think I could have the concentration to eat pizza and have sex at the same time. I don't know how that would
my
work.
wife would be so annoyed with me. It'd be like, well, give me 1 second. One more second.
Yeah. And pepperoni.
I don't have enough cheap mozzarella grease dripping down my chest.
All right, we probably ought to stop that right here before we go any further with that one.
Too many images.
Look, Josh is making friends.
Aww.
Here we go.
I have to.
Pizza and pineapple.
I'm not going to say the only, but Perpetual, I like the Hawaiian pizza. I do. I order it there's one place you can buy like a mini pie because I like freaky pies. My kids only want cheese.
Yeah, everybody's different. The savory and sweet combo, I'm okay with it. I make it for my wife. When I do pizzas, I always make one with little pineapple chunks on it for her. I don't feel that strongly about it. It's not heresy in my mind. It's not, but it's not something I would order on purpose. But if it's on there, not gonna bitch and whine about it. I'll just eat
They
it and
have
say
their.
thanks.
There's another place called Pepe's, which is like there's only two of them. The original one's in Connecticut, and then there's one in Yonkers, and they make it's so delicious, and it sounds so disgusting because the name in it itself is disgusting, and the ingredients. It's called white clam pizza. Basically, it's like they take clams and saute it in garlic and oil, and they throw it on top of pizza, man. It is so good, but it's one of those, it's like eating scallops, Scallops are very heavy tasting.
Yeah.
The first one's delicious. The next one is very good, but not quite as good. And by the time you do the full circle, you're like, oh, I am so sick of scallops. That's how this pizza is.
Now, is it a tomato-based sauce, or did they do the white sauce?
No sauce. It's white sauce, yeah.
Okay.
Like
And I
garlic and oil. I mean, it's really delicious because they just take raw clams, out of the shell, and it's on a wood fire pizza, so they get the sizzling underneath, and they're delicious. They're
I could see
smoky.
that.
It's really good, but
I'd have to try that, actually.
you can't just you can only get it when you're with a bunch of white clam eating people because
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can't, and it's not like you can reheat that shit later.
Ooh, no.
That's one and done.
No, yeah, because, man, it gets rubbery. Yeah, that's when you're eating cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, the place by me that I still like, they do a white sauce that I tend to order because it's, it's nice. It's a nice change from the tomato-based sauce, and they make a good one. But I still put the normal stuff on it.
I think tonight was a record, like 30 seconds into the show.
Yeah, basically, we were right on food right away.
Because we got nothing, folks. We got nothing.
Nothing important to talk about tonight.
I know, it's
like every show.
ridiculous. You know what it's like? My problem is the only things I have to talk about, I just don't want to talk about. I'm sick of work. I'm sick of this. I don't want to talk about. And that's like during the week. That's all I got. Everything comes from those general kind of experiences.
Yeah, we basically look forward to the weekend or what we did. So,
Not this weekend. I'm crushed this weekend.
what's going on this
La
weekend?
Brea's. Just baseball. We have. We had a game tonight. We have a makeup rain game tomorrow. A practice Saturday. And
So yeah,
another
you're
game
in
on Sunday.
sports dad mode.
Total sports dad mode. La Brea was not just a pizza place. It was a nice Italian restaurant.
Okay, well,
It's an
a nice
hour.
Italian restaurant. Yeah, we're gonna take my mom out to an Italian place by her. She says it's good. Her taste in Italian is marginal, but if that's where she wants to go, that's great. So we're gonna take her there for Mother's Day.
That's cool. I asked my wife, what do you want to do? She's like, I don't want to go out. I want to stay home. Get me a big-ass steak. So
There you go. What Mama wants, Mama gets.
we can grill up some steaks.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I have no idea what we're going to actually do Sunday. I think my mom is going with my brother to the golf course country club up there for the brunch, which we did a couple years ago.
Do you have to wear a jacket?
No.
Oh,
no.
we have one.
We did it a couple years ago. And
I have
it was,
someone in my family who
all right.
belongs to the country club, and they hold all their events there. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I have to wear a jacket. I hate it.
I would be okay with it because I almost never wear a jacket. I mean, it sits in my closet and I get it out twice a year.
I just
sometimes.
wear it walking in, then I put it on my jacket because it's too hot.
Yeah.
A shirt and a jacket
Guess what?
indoors.
Yeah.
It's too hot. Kind of weird person.
Totally
does that.
agree.
Unless you have unless the air's down to like 68,
Yeah.
64, I can't do it.
Yeah. Well, again, you go to a nice place and it's so stupid because it's either, you got the guys that are dying in their jackets, and then you have the ladies in their nice black evening gowns, and they're freezing. So, nobody wins. That's just not good.
Not good stuff.
Now, seagulls are hilarious. They will, if you ain't watching, seagulls will swoop in.
Oh, yeah.
And get your stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were in Maine, and there was a clam place that was fantastic, all fried clams, and they had indoor and outdoor seating, and we're waiting in line, and we're outdoor, and we're watching the seagulls come down and snatch people's food and bomb. And I said, "Hey, George, let's eat inside.
Yeah.
I don't feel like fighting seagulls today." Because I wanted clams.
Answer to that question. A very weird, disturbed person. That's who.
Yeah, they're not right up here.
No.
They might be nice people, but they're not right.
There's definitely something going on.
Something's, yeah. Well, yeah. Indeed. No, you can't make much of a pizza. Although, man, little ribeye,
memory. Wait,
little
are you
grilled,
talking,
and put on a pizza would be delicious.
I was like, I think I'm going to try that. You slice it really thin.
Oh yeah, because I get shaved beef from my delivery service.
Shaved beef is not an appetizing name.
No, it's a terrible name.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But that's what it's cut really thin, and you can make Philly cheesesteaks with it, or it would be fantastic on a pizza like that. Grilled with onions and chopped up like you would a Philly cheesesteak. Man, a Philly cheesesteak pizza.
Philly cheesesteak. And now that's.
Well, you wouldn't do it with the whip. You wouldn't put the cheese on top. It would just be the onions and the steak. And then the regular pizza.
I don't whiz. I'm a provolone guy.
Yeah. Well, again,
I don't
whiz.
want the whiz.
Yeah.
No.
That's a total Philly thing. You got to get it with whiz, but I'm with you. I don't
No,
love that cheese.
no, it's not a total Philly thing. Haven't you ever seen the documentary of Geno's and the other? They're like right across.
Yeah.
One only does the whiz and the other one only does provolone. So it's it's even clashes there. There's just different cheeses for different people.
Yeah. Having eaten it both, they're both good, but they're different.
What the fuck is whiz?
Oh, yeah. Well, again, that's the East Coast thing.
Yeah, it's basically that liquid cheese shit. Like
cheese whiz.
Like you put on nachos. It's
what is the Velveeta? Yeah, that kind of cheese where it's real creamy. It's not. It's kind of cheese.
I guess it's like American cheese. Kind
of,
but
it's got other stuff in it, so it's it melts and doesn't separate
and it lasts like 3,000 years. So
yeah, basically. Yeah, because it's orange plastic.
There's no value in it whatsoever.
Now look at that. See, we've had this food talk, and now we've educated someone who's not from the East Coast and doesn't know what whiz is.
I know what the whiz is. Give me some whiz.
Now you've got some. We've laid some cheese knowledge on you.
I've never actually. That was like I found that very amusing. Someone to say, "What the hell is the whiz?"
Well, that's it. If you go there, you got to say, they'll ask you, with whiz or without. You go with.
Whiz or whatever. Mm-hmm.
With. Yeah, because Philadelphia people can't pronounce anything. God bless them.
There you go. See? That's why I like you, Justine. All right, Justine's on my side.
Yeah, provolone is.
I don't hear any whizzes.
Way better. No, whiz is dead nasty.
You are the sole whizzer.
No, I did it because you have to do it. You have to go there and have the experience. But I preferred the provolone.
Thank you.
Well, it's a no-brainer. There you go.
He still walks around in I don't know, whatever they wear. I don't even know where Bama is. I'm from Bama.
Bama. Alabama.
Oh, Alabama. Okay.
Yeah, short for Alabama. Bama.
Okay.
I am. Yeah, I bet you did. Back in the 70s.
There you go. Povo.
After they started shaving the beef. Yeah.
It's no wonder sunshine lets pole vault stream all the time. Just
Yeah.
go. Just
Go.
go, you weirdo.
Yeah, go, leave me be. Oh, indeed.
What's going on, Kurt?
Good
Hey,
to see
don't-
Kurt
brother.
Kasprick.
You're late, very late this evening, Kurt.
Yeah, well, I think he was because he had a comment earlier. Again, he decries because of his dietary issues that he can't really have real pizza, which is a shame.
Oh, so he just maybe we just, for the sake of Kurt, we
Yeah,
can no longer.
well,
talk
he has substitutes, but they're not the same.
No.
I mean,
That's why they're called substitutes.
you can't really have gluten-free bread. It is challenging. Gluten-free pasta is doable. Gluten-free
It's. I'm sorry.
bread
I'm,
just doesn't work.
I don't want to bash it because if you can't eat gluten,
Well, if you can't eat it, you
you
can't
have
eat
no
it.
alternative.
Yeah.
But to a gluten-eating person like myself, it's like eating ice cream without milk. It's like
Challenging.
It's not the same thing. It's like eating a tofu meatball.
Yeah.
If you have to, you have to.
Yeah. That's it.
Just
Yeah,
don't try to
that's the thing. Breads and pizzas, just because you get the yeast in there and that interaction and the gluten holds it together, but at the same time allows it to be light. And that's my issue with the gluten-free stuff, which I've tried. I try everything. And it's so dense because it just can't form the
No.
air pockets like
There
like
should
wheat.
be an understanding between eaters like that and non-eaters. I will never say anything negative about anything anyone wants to eat, but don't try to say, "Oh, it's just like lasagna,"
Well,
because now I'm going to have to remind you. No, you're only saying that to convince yourself because it's not.
Did I mention my idiot oldest son?
Yes, you
decided
several times. He's a real douchebag. That kid.
he is. That kid is but
You
doesn't
really
doesn't
screwed
eat
up
red
somewhere.
meat. But
Oh,
so
really?
he's all about Beyond Beef.
Oh,
And it's made with beets and chemicals to extract the proteins from the beans and the beets and everything. The list of chemicals in that shit is long as your arm. It's like if you want something to taste like beef, just eat beef.
yeah, it's 10 times the amount of chemicals they actually inject.
I
into
don't
the
get
cattle.
it. That's healthier somehow in his addled little brain.
The young mind very easy to mold, to
Yes.
build into shape.
You're exactly correct, Justine. That's the chemistry and science, which is why we end up with this food talk. Because Dom and I both are we like the science behind it and the preparation. That's kind of the
Well, there aren't too many things left in this world that you can talk about, openly and honestly.
yeah.
You have to watch what you say about a lot of things. You don't have to with food. Ooh, why did I just got a notice from GarageBand. What happened? Oh, I know what happened.
I
just
turned mine off.
accidentally- I pulled out. I almost just shut it down.
Don't do that.
I moved my desk, and the wire popped out of my MIDI controller. So it was telling me it was available.
Ah. Yeah, that's
Anything is better than KFC. So I would
Yeah.
eat beyond KFC before I actually ate.
yeah. I'm
KFC.
kind of with you, and I used to love that, but it just
It's wet.
so bad anymore.
It's wet. Like chicken's not supposed to be wet. It's
yeah,
disgusting.
and it didn't used to be. I mean, I got a long memory.
No, when you back in the day when you can buy a bucket, it was delicious.
Well, yeah, and I lived in Utah, and there was a place called Harlan's. Well, not everybody knows the story behind KFC. He developed the process. The Colonel Sanders absolutely developed the process, but he was like a salesman, and he sold kits and ingredients to people.
Yeah, how it started. It was the first franchise.
Yeah, and there was one of his first ones was this place in Utah called Harmon's. It was one of the original KFCs.
But
in that
what I
respect.
did hear is he was like a son of a bitch. He'd go to the places and and throw a hissy fit if they altered anything.
Oh yeah, couldn't do
It
it.
had to be specifically the way
Well, he did.
he made it.
He did shoot a guy over, early in his career over a
he?
dispute. So, oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he was an interesting guy.
Right now he was pressure cooked them, right?
Yeah, it's done with a pressure cooker. So it cooks them faster, but seals in the juices and everything. It's a
Seals and
genius
sucks the juices.
process. But it's gotten over the years. It's
It's just
sealing in
absolutely
too much of the
It's-
juices and greasy, and
It's like Dunkin' Donuts. KFC and Dunkin' Donuts probably are made in the same factory.
that could be.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, used to be good, but hey, good to hear about
Dunkin'
Man Dog.
Donuts were delicious, man.
Used to be great, but then, yeah. Then not so much. And this is exactly right. I mean, turkeys that you eat for Thanksgiving, there's a lot of wild turkeys in Colorado. And I'll tell you what, brother, they don't look anything like, what you get in the freezer over Thanksgiving.
They're disgustingly like that's a turkey.
Well, basically, they're the equivalent of, these Hollywood porn actresses with these huge phony balloons up front.
Or like a guy at Gold's Gym, all roided out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I'm a
what they
turkey,
look like.
motherfucker.
Yeah, 'cause our place in Pennsylvania, we have every morning a herd of gaggle. A bunch of turkeys go through our yard, and none of them look tasty or delicious.
No.
I think we need to feed these poor things.
No, I'm sure there are. I've had a little bit of wild turkey. It is good, but there's not the amount of meat on them like
No.
you would get that Thanksgiving turkey, because they're living out in the wild. They're leaner and meaner. Open casket. Ooh, that's creepy.
Didn't they just recently remember for a long time his likeness couldn't be used, but now they have like other people being Colonel Sanders, I think.
Yeah,
I don't
they
think
did that
I don't think
for
they
a
actually
while.
advertise anymore,
Yeah, they did for a while that they would have people impersonating the colonel, and it was kind of a good bit, but yeah.
But like three chains that really took a hit were because they're all in the same store together now is Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC.
Yeah, God, Pizza Hut used to be the shit.
Pizza
back
Hut,
in the day.
I remember it was like a restaurant, and
It was
you
great.
went out at night too. Yeah, we went to the Pizza Hut many times, and it was delicious
Well, when we first moved here,
back then.
there
Meatloaf.
wasn't a lot here. We were kind of on the edge of Denver, and there was a Safeway and a Pizza Hut, and then not much else. And we took the kids to the Pizza Hut all the time because it was great back then. But
Yeah.
that was a long time ago, and now it's a bank. I mean, Pizza Hut isn't even a thing.
Back to what Dog Paw was saying. Now, I've read that it's actually been disputed that specifically KFC's chicken is not even really it's like a totally engineered. It's not even real. Like I don't even think it was born.
I don't know about that. I mean, they're chicken pieces. Now, chicken at like McDonald's, yeah, I'm not sure I trust that. I'm not sure how
I gotta
chickeny
tell
that
you
chicken
though,
is.
having two little kids, my kids are nugget. What are they called? Nugs. They're nugs aficionados. And then
Yes.
they can give you. I have videos of my younger son. Like when we went away for a week, night after night, and he was giving restaurant reviews based on their nuggets, and it was all
My goodness.
5-star. They like their nuggets.
Yeah, I don't get it, but no, kids seemingly have a tremendous taste for those things. Yeah, remember the personal pan pizzas?
Yeah.
Those were great. They were delicious. They were right in between a thick crust and a thin crust. They were just they were pizza perfection. back
Now,
in the
if
day.
memory serves me right, I don't know the whole gist, but like Pizza Hut franchise was started by kind of like losers the way Ben and Jerry were. they just had an idea like, hey, there's no pizza restaurant, so they just started one.
Could be. I mean, I love watching Foods That Built America. I love that show.
Oh God, that's a really good. Yeah, that is good.
But I haven't seen that. I don't know that they've done Pizza Hut.
I don't
If they
think
did,
they
I haven't seen the episode. But yeah, I'm not sure their genesis. But
They probably have because I know I've seen White Castle, and
yeah, White Castle.
speaking of, did you ever
Burger King.
watch what is the Founder? Ever see that movie?
I don't
It's
think
all
so.
about McDonald's. It's actually a great
I'm familiar
movie,
with
man.
it, but yeah. No, he's well. Again, interesting. I mean, you had the McDonald's brothers,
Brothers, yeah,
and
exactly.
then
he
of course
just
Ray Kroc, who basically screwed him.
bastard, yeah, totally. I mean, I felt terrible. Like, oh my God, it was the punishment he put them through.
Yeah.
was brutal,
And I mean, they made it.
ingenious, but brutal.
Yeah. Well, he was a tough dude, but McDonald's used to be good too, and not so much anymore. I'll eat breakfast there. That's about it. I actually got a double cheeseburger there the other day because the sushi restaurant that I like to go to on that side of town is not open on Wednesdays for some reason,
Well,
So
I mean, I have to say, I do have two kids
and it wasn't great.
who would eat McDonald's every night if we allowed it. So I wouldn't say I never eat it, but like
Yeah.
usually once a week, we always get it for them.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'm hungry enough and I'll order something and always regret it. But
Yeah, that's Dogpaw's not wrong. I don't know if get the book Fast Food Nation because it talks about how the food is so engineered,
of course it is.
and I mean,
But I mean, I have to say, it's like,
that's how you feed
is
this
it
many
the
people.
food that ruined America, or is it the people who consume it?
Well, it's some of both. I mean,
I mean, yes, it's morally reprehensible that they take advantage of basically stupid people. But it is kind of the way, this is the founding principle of this country.
indeed. So I try and again, it's not something I eat very often, and that's why I like cooking at home. I've even restaurants anymore. There's a lot of times they don't do it for me because it's like I could do this better at home. Sorry. It's nice to go out and not have to clean the kitchen and have somebody wait on you. That's kind of nice sometimes, but it's got to be a pretty high-end restaurant for me to say, "Oh, this food is spectacular. I could never do this."
Basically, the only time I enjoy going out to eat is for the experience of going out to eat. I hate going out to eat because I'm lazy or tired, and let's just go to the diner, except for breakfast. Diner, good breakfast.
Yeah, for breakfast I can see it. Yeah, every once in a while, but yeah.
So, what do you say we kick off with a little music dance?
Let's do it. Let's fire up JD and the Queens, and I'm excited to have this artist on. He's a great guy. His wife, his daughters, his whole family is involved in the music projects, and I love the vibe that he puts out. It's very southern rock. It's very bluesy. It's very
Bama.
real. So yeah, if you're not familiar with JD and the Queens, folks, you're in for a treat. You got one ready to go there, Don?
No, you do one.
Okay, then.
You don't have anything open yet?
No, I am absolutely ready.
Oh, okay.
Let's start off
No,
with
we'll save mine.
one of his that I really like because it's dark and it's soulful, and this is called "The Devil in Me" from JD and the Queens.
Nice.
I rode through Texas with the sun on my back, chasing a beauty in a black Cadillac. Before I left, I set the world on fire. I got nothing but time. Came back home to Alabama. Oh, if you're looking for me, here I am. Got more than a couple devils on my tail, and they can't wait to drag me to hell. But I got nowhere else to be. So for now it's just the devil and me. Devil and me got a lot going on. I give him an answer, he'll give me a song. But you better watch it, boy, he'll take you down. You'll end up dead in a one-horse town. But for me, I got nowhere to be. So for now, it's just the devil and me. Yeah, for me, I got nowhere to be. So for now, it's just the devil and me. Oh, for me, I got nowhere to be. For now, it's just the devil and me.
All right, JD and the Queen's Devil and Me. One of those songs that the first time I heard that, I just thought, oh man, love it, love it, love it, love it. And more like that coming up, folks. So here's a little note from the artist himself, Josh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, devil is always whispering in your ear, but don't listen.
Why did you marry this one of Satan, Kurt?
Well, hey, you know,
Was she
sometimes
not?
people make
Hey, Manny vibes.
sometimes people make choices that are not the best choices.
Lord Spike Protein, would you care to rephrase that? The one-eyed serpent. What serpent?
Yeah, yeah,
That's a great tune.
indeed.
I love that song. That's
Yeah.
right. We played that last week.
Yeah,
No, I
believe
played
so.
that on one of my shows, I think, right?
Yeah, yep. I probably sent you that link because I dig that song. Indeed. So, yeah, I'm checking the score, DJ. I'm not liking the way this is going so far, but again, not. Yeah, it's 2-0, but the Avs can score 3 goals, in about 50 seconds. So, But they're making it hard on themselves right now. Anywho, hey, I did see there's Epiphonium. How are you? Good to see
Hey,
you.
Epi, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for dropping by and
Stropping.
hanging out. Stropping.
Thanks for
And
stropping.
Michael Songs was kind enough to put Josh's link up for that particular song. He's on it. Appreciate you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Yep. Everybody's better with the links than we are, but
Yeah, when I did that stream Tuesday, oh man, it's very. I'm like, oh, it's so much easier just to play my guitar.
I know these.
It's
Everybody thinks, I should stream and do all that kind of stuff. And look, what Hippie does, what Thomas Christ does, what Chad Freeman, all these guys that play music video after music video,
it's a lot of work.
It's hard work, and they're really good at it. And we're not, and we don't try and be. That's why we have a featured artist and we play a couple songs, and because I think it puts a good spotlight on that artist, and
It's more our speed.
yeah, exactly.
We're about
Slow.
to deep dive, not tickling around the edges. I'm going to Tuesday. I'm going to try to play, but I'm thinking I'm not actually going to try to play until Tuesday.
Okay, so
And I'm
it'll
not
be,
gonna. My song list is not gonna be a song list. I'm just gonna see what happens because
Yeah.
it's still like I kind of have a feeling, like I feel like the nail is. I'm gonna lose my pinky.
oh, ouch.
Nail.
Hey, let's say
That's where
everybody
it still really hurts.
yeah, everybody say hi to Will D.
What's up,
Art
Will?
of Floundering Podcast, a master puppeteer and generally humorous man, and a great live streamer too.
I'm totally against the pot.
Stay off the pot, kids.
Stay off the pot.
Is what he would tell you.
If he were here, that's what he would say.
That's what he would say. Stay off the pot, kids.
He'd say it.
Yeah,
He'd say
it. He might. Just saying, he'd say it. But yeah,
Which, of course, is what makes it all so
which
funny.
makes it hilarious. Yeah,
Compared
indeed.
to his partner in crime, Rich New Design, who never stops talking about it.
Yeah, I think he's on the pot.
They're like
I-
the new Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's dim Torgross? That's
Yeah, I
the
was
second time you call me dim, Lord Spike Protein. What the fuckity fuck? That's
In
intentional.
fairness, the I and the O are right next to each other on the keyboard. Maybe Lord Spike has big fingers.
That's why I always type in dong instead of song.
Yes.
All the time. I'm like, how's that dong?
Yeah, I get text from Dom and I go, I'm not going to send you a picture.
You don't have to apologize to me. I am fairly dim.
Yeah. No, we're teasing.
I'm like a 40-watt bulb.
Dom and I,
Just enough to see what's going on.
if you guys could see the texts that go back and forth between
Oh,
Dom and
yeah.
I, there are times that we have to go, what the hell are you talking about? And then we'll
Or there's
reread our...
times I text you something and I'm like, I have no idea
What?
what I was even asking. He's like, what? I'm like, I don't know.
I got nothing.
I got nothing. You know, that's the one good thing about is texting with people. When I first started texting, I was like, oh, correct, put a period. I don't give a shit now. I'm like, if you don't understand it, that's your problem, not mine.
Yeah.
That's like I said, we are not, as human beings, we are not meant to do meticulous things with our thumbs. That's not the purpose of a thumb.
No, posable thumbs are great. Separates us from many of the
Right.
animals,
Mm-hmm.
but,
It's not meant for that. It's never going to work good.
no.
All right, now, come on. This is how bad nicknames get started.
That's right.
That's enough. Everyone, cease.
Yeah.
Damn you, Lord. Damn you, Lord Sproke.
No!
No!
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
mean, Michael's been on the receiving end of a couple of mine too, occasionally.
Yeah.
Because I do.
Michael seems like a guy who still corrects himself when he's typing.
I try, but I get in a hurry and then I don't read it before I hit send, and then I go, "What the hell, you moron!" And then, of course, I also, if I'm in the car, it's talk to text, and that is a whole different adventure.
And it's all, I mean, it's all because of autocorrect.
Yes, at auto.
They need context correct.
Thank you.
Someone
or
needs to invent
turn that shit
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Because my
That would be good.
my misspellings would still be clearer and more obvious than whatever it changes what it thinks I'm trying to write.
You know, my kid grabbed my phone the other day, and know how you can, with an iPhone, what it's going to call you? So, my kid changed it to pee pee poo poo. So it goes, hello, pee pee poo poo. And I don't know how to get it off.
No, of course
So it's
not.
there.
These little
It's there.
shits.
I was in a
Kids.
meeting one day and I forgot about it, and I forget what I did, but it answered me as pee pee poo poo. And I'm just glad they have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Of course, my son, I can't make call him a racist because he doesn't eat black raspberries apparently.
Yeah. Well, again, that's all subjective. Yeah, they're very sensitive about that.
Yeah. Hey, Karen Reese.
Good to see Karen Reese, my favorite Karen
100%.
on the planet, because she's not one of those kind of Karens. She's
We have neighbors in Pennsylvania, pretty cool couple. They're kind of the kind of lame white people like me and my wife, so we get along good with them. But the first time we met them, she was having an argument with her teenage daughter, and we were unloading our car, and they're in the driveway. Well, not they're on their property, like yelling at each other. And her daughter's like, "Ma, you're being such a Karen," and storms off. And she turns to us. She goes, "Hello." It was like the first time we met, and she says, "Would you believe I am a Karen?" And like that happened to be her name. It was hysterical.
that's
very
good
funny.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we got drunk that night.
There you go. All right, and Karen says hi back. So hi.
Oh, thank you.
Again, the dog pot, even with Latin typos, he's
You talk
He's on
about
it.
ducks a lot there, Platypussy?
yeah. I can't teach my autocorrect anything.
No,
It just
that's
doesn't.
beyond me. That's beyond my capability.
Yeah, I just look at it and go, really? How did you... Because I can't even figure out how it gets there. It's like, this is nothing
Like, I
close.
used to be a very good speller until spell check. I used to be very good at directions until I got a GPS.
Yeah.
You know?
I think, it changes when I type R, A-R-E, to 8, A-T-E, every fucking time.
Well, that's the
I
thing.
don't
It's
get it.
correcting things that make no goddamn sense.
Yeah, in the context of a sentence, it's like,
It's,
why?
To me, it's gotten worse because now it's trying to think what you're saying. I'm like, you don't know what I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
You have no concept of what's going on in my mind right now.
Trying to get in my
don't,
head.
Don't try to put normalcy to it because now now my phone sounds like it's insane.
Yeah, exactly. And again, how often do you use 8 versus R? Well, on this show, maybe a lot, but nowhere else in real life do you say 8 more frequently than R. So I don't get it. Yeah, abs and 6. Yes, I'm sticking with it. Let's check the score, shall we? Yeah,
Oh, please.
2-zip. Yeah. Lots of time. Ain't worried about it. Hey, we went in and did what we wanted to do. We stole the first game, so we're fine. All right. Why a duck? Yeah, I think that's a joke, but I don't
think
remember
so.
the joke.
Yeah. Go eat another steak, dog pa.
Yeah.
Speaking of, have you ever cooked one of them tomahawk steaks?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to
once.
go in the right. You have to finish it in the oven, right?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, see, I don't want to do that. I
Well,
like
then do
starting
this.
and ending on the grill.
No, do the reverse sear then. Start it in the oven, and then pull it and finish it on the grill.
Well, I could do it on my because I have a 5-burner grill, so I can just turn off. Just leave one on low and put it all the way on the other side. That's how I do ribs.
Yeah, it could work. And
But
kind
I
of the
don't,
same deal. You got to watch on the grill. How pretty do you want it to look? Because you really need to wrap the bone in foil so it doesn't get burnt.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do. I think it's too. It's too ostentatious.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I don't think the meat's gonna be any better than a ribeye.
No, because that's what it is. They just cut the bone off a ribeye, and you're correct. For our Aussie friend down there, we're talking about an ice hockey match, and the Dallas Stars are playing my Colorado Avalanche right now.
We call him fussy, Pendar.
Yeah. Well, cooking those, it is fussy. It's one of those things in restaurants, it's kind of cool, and they do it on the cooking shows because it's cool. But to serve a guest or to do, the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
It's like
they're
trying to a brontosaurus burger,
yeah.
from the Flintstones with
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no. You're 100% right. To make a good steak, you really should not have to do much. So I agree with you in that. I'm glad you're not calling me fussy, 'cause that would hurt my feelings.
Yeah, exactly. And and like Kurt points out, and not paying $16 for a bone. Because
my God. I did over here. They're pretty. It's like $75 to get a tomahawk steak. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because again, you can't eat the bone,
Right.
and you can't even. It's not even the kind of bone that you can do marrow or anything.
Yeah,
good with,
but it's.
so.
It's a pretty big ass steak, though.
Yeah, it's a hefty steak, but yeah, that's one that I'm not sure the juice is worth the squeeze on that one. As a rule, I'm not a fan of the bone-in. Standing rib roast, that's one thing. But even those, the prime rib kind of thing, we quit eating those.
This needs clarification. I almost got a 2-pound rib, but you didn't? So do you I'm going to get it? No. Because
I almost got 2 pounds, but it was 4 ounces.
That's a real letdown of a story. So
I'm trying to figure
you just
out.
Go, oh no, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I can see doing this absolutely. I think Dogpaw does the same thing. And yeah, if you can get the primals and butcher your own, you can save some money, and it's nice. But
really, a 2-pound ribeye isn't all that big. How thick was it?
Oh, so you got screwed out of almost a 1/4 pound.
Yeah, that's
That would disappoint me.
You sound like a complete tool of I just had a big steak. How big was it? 1.85 pounds. You don't. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the same. Doesn't have the same street cred.
Yeah, exactly. My steak was 1.8735.
Wade Skeeter. Hello.
All right. Ice fights is great. If you're getting into hockey, Josh, that is fantastic. Hockey's a great sport. It's the only sport that I still follow. Lost interest in baseball decades ago. Never cared about pro basketball. Even though my team is the defending champion here in Denver. Don't care. I just like hockey.
I know someone who lives in Virginia, and they are about as psycho for the Avs as you are.
I can see it. It's my home team. I'm a native Coloradan, so.
He's from New York and then transplanted to Virginia.
Okay.
Put them wild.
Yeah, trash pandas. Yep. Damn raccoons. They're cute and all, but they're too damn smart for their own good. I had to trap and move an entire fucking family 5 years ago because they
would all be dead.
They were trying my place. Yeah, well, in the city here, it wasn't like I could just shoot him after I trapped him. And I had a buddy who had property out in the country, and he had raccoons as a kid. He loves them. It's like, great, I'll call you when I get one. And I'd trap him, and he'd take them out to his farm, and they lived happily ever out there. And they quit going through my trash and tearing the siding off my house and trying to get underneath my deck. And so it was a win-win for everybody. They got moved, and I didn't have to kill them.
Are you do you play golf, Lord Spike Protein? Or do you watch golf? I'd much rather know someone who plays golf than watches golf.
Oh, yeah, I can't watch golf. My mother plays golf, and she watches golf, and I don't get watching golf.
I could totally, I don't play golf. Main reason, I have a very, like, if I like something, I have to go full tilt boogie, and I don't think I can afford to be to play golf. Like it's
Oh,
too
it's
expensive.
crazy. Yeah, it's
know?
expensive. It takes so long. That's the thing. I mean, you got 4 hours to kill. I don't. I wish I did, but yeah, it's crazy. So no, in answer to your question, they got taken out there, and there was a creek and a pond, and they got released, and they lived happily ever after, and had a happy raccoon life.
Now infesting someone else's.
Yeah,
house.
man. If raccoons now, here's the exception. I mean, again, I love animals, and I would never intentionally hurt one. If one got in my house, I would kill it in a heartbeat because they will destroy your house. They get inside. That is really bad news.
Manny vibes. Our place in Pennsylvania. We parked a car, and then I have a Easy Go golf cart that I just cruise around in with my little cooler.
Yeah.
Someone at the place last year got a drunk while karting. People driving off ditches and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. Teach my kids how to drive on the golf cart.
There you go. Hey, mini golf is hilarious.
Mini bug golf is good if it's a good
fun.
place. Like I like the really intense places, you know.
Yeah.
Like the ones
crazy
they make them really well.
Yeah, and they're really
It's
hard.
fun.
There's one I wanted to, because I saw him. We have high hopes for you,
E. Urban.
I got after him on one of the other streams. I went, bro, where's the love?
Yeah.
He told me, however, he was making music, doing beats. And I said, that's acceptable. But then I went to his SoundCloud channel and checked up on him. And he was, in fact, putting new music out. So, okay. That was the only acceptable excuse.
I don't know.
But,
How
yeah.
were the beats?
They were beatalicious. I mean, again.
Dan, there's that TV of yours again. You need some, like, soundproofing on your ceiling, Chris.
Well, I needed a wife who's not as deaf as I am. Jesus. I mean,
Johnny Wiggs. Hey, everybody. It's
There he
John
is.
Wiggs.
Johnny Wiggs.
What's up, Johnny Wiggs? Thumbs up to you as well.
Yeah, my wife teased me. She was like, "Man, your hearing's not very good." And I went, "Look who's talking." Hate to tell you, honey, but you mumble anymore because your hearing's going, and as evidenced by the
Quick,
TV that.
hold
everyone
on,
can
hold on. Don't say a word. No one tell her.
hear. Oh, I'm never squealing.
No, come on.
No,
Code.
We're not. No, bro code. We're not. We're not giving that up. You have to.
What are man rules?
You'll have to capture and interrogate. And Yeah, we're not giving that up.
That's
Camila.
they're just
'Cause,
dying to get someone on the
let's
inside.
review. Have you guys given us your rule book and your code? No. We're clueless. So fair's
That's
fair.
really what all of this gender stuff, people are unsure what their gender, it's all secret spies trying to gather information.
Yeah, that's right. They switch teams to try and figure out what's going on.
We had a lottery.
Yeah, that's right.
You gotta go in.
I bet you did. The jokes write themselves on that.
Oh yeah, I asked them to not. I told them they did not have my permission to use that video, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Some rules. I've talked about there's rules. Men have a ton of unwritten rules, and that's why nobody knows what the rules are because they're unwritten.
Unwritten. There's no proof anywhere.
That's right. You'll never catch us with that. Yeah, exactly. Golf is a nice walk, and interrupted by the little white ball and terrible, terrible language.
I just play it for the pants.
Yeah. Oh my God. Golf pants.
Like it's
Indeed. Not high fashion on the golf course, although I guess it's better anymore. But yeah, back in the day, for everyone, golf shorts were really a thing, and the cut was horrible, and then the patterns were just atrocious.
I would say that possibly is not even on the top 10 man rules.
Yeah, that stops so few men, seemingly. Most men seemingly are unaware of that rule. Or not self-aware. It's like, what? I'm being a dick? Really?
See, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100% Camellia.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
3 men standing together, 2 of them are dicks. It's
And
just
for the
laws
third
of
one, it's just
averages.
because the other 2 guys beat him to it.
Yeah, probably.
He's like, well, no point now.
Yeah.
Bowling? Who's a bowler here?
I've bowled.
Well, I've bowled, but I can't.
I wouldn't say I'm a bowler.
No, it was fun to a point.
Kurt is a bowler. Different kind of bowler.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I think we have a lot of bowlers in this community.
Yeah.
Right?
We are
But there's no
community
lanes
bowlers.
and pins involved.
No.
Yeah, now this is an important rule. And the corollary is don't talk to me. I'm working here.
Oh my God.
Right? Why? Why do some guys not get that?
People who just men who talk in the
look
bathroom.
over. Hey,
Look
Bob.
forward. Don't
Straight
turn.
ahead.
just
Do your
Please.
business and then wash your head. You can talk at the sink. You cannot talk at the urinals. It's just,
I'd just rather not speak to anyone in the bathroom.
yeah, I mean, that obviously.
That would be
preferable.
my preference.
Yeah.
Can we just act
Yeah,
like this?
Yeah. All right, we missed something. Dog paw. Okay, so I was chased by someone with a
Is
golf club.
curling that thing?
Yeah, do it on the ice with the stone. And
Okay.
curling's cool. It's hard. Holy shit, that is a hard ass sport. It's fun. Yeah. Well, women are brutal to each other.
I don't mind if they look, Kurt. Just don't talk to me.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's it. If you're checking out the equipment, good for you. But pulled a hammy bowling. Well, that's, yeah. I mean, done right. it can be a little bit strenuous.
You got to stretch, Camille. You got to stretch.
Yeah,
out,
at our age, you always stretch.
You got to walk.
Warm up.
You got to do everything you do. You got to stretch a little bit.
Yeah.
You tighten up very fast.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, my hammies were a little tight from yard work this last week because I rototilled my entire garden.
There is a Detroit curling club, huh?
Nice.
Is it in one of the abandoned factories that used to be your auto industry?
Yeah, maybe.
Do you guys ever hang out with Folk and Blueser?
I don't think so. They've talked about it, but I don't think they've actually ever gotten together.
You got them there, Folk and Blueser and Feisty Feather.
Yeah.
Is Folk Punk in Michigan? No. What's that guy's name?
JJ's in Wisconsin.
Oh, what's the other guy's name? Counterfeit Self is in Wisconsin. I mean, in Michigan.
Yeah, Dan. I don't think he's that close to these guys. I think he's...
Yeah, he seems a little more urban.
Yeah. Socks with sandals? Okay. So he wasn't aware?
How much did he pay you? No? Nothing?
Yeah, nothing. What is folk punk? JJ is originally from either Connecticut or somewhere in that area.
He's from the East Coast.
He's from the East Coast, but he lives in Wisconsin.
No, Funk Punk just hangs out with Canadians.
Yeah, that's it. He's a wannabe Canadian.
Yeah. He's like, he's just a body of water separating him.
Yeah. Ah, maybe so. Well, no, Kincaid. He is definitely a Canadian. Now, I don't know. Like Mike, Pilot Mike. I'm blanking his last name. Haggith. Yeah, he's from Sault Ste. Marie, but he's in either Michigan or somewhere now for his job. But there's lots of Canadians.
Is it really only a 20-minute drive?
Yeah, no,
well, that's right. That's why. I mean, that's
it's literally across the river.
That's how Detroit really got its claim to fame, because that's where the mob was getting all its booze.
Yeah, just right across the river, man.
Right, yeah. That's how Seagram's. That's how Seagram's got their business going. They were like bathtub gin.
That's right. No, it's Seagram's, and it was like, well, this is terrible whiskey, but you know what? We can't get any here in the U.S., so we'll drink it.
I love Seagram's 7.
Do you? Yeah, not a fan.
It's what my dad drank.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe
Canada
what my grandpa
to
drank too,
Toledo?
but I never cared for it. Well, there you go. And E. Urban, an Ohio resident, would know this.
Yeah, E. Urban, I think you need to stop this beat making and concentrate on the comedy.
Yeah, so like this one, just across the toilet from us. See? Perfect. I've almost accidentally walked across the border, which you could do on the one bridge. I think they would shoot you.
I did that when I was in the Army in Germany. We were all partying in the woods, and we walked out at a checkpoint from Germany to France. It's like, just all come stumbling out of the woods.
Yeah.
And people with machine guns. And
well, the French are not crazy about Germans just wandering over the border. That hasn't worked out
no,
well
they
for
don't mind. They do not like Americans. I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
I can tell you that much. Oh, I had a jaded outlook.
Yeah, I like French food, not much else. But yes, Josh Jameson is lovely, and I'm glad Ash enjoys it as well. Jameson is kind of my cheap Irish go-to. Jameson is solid as hell. Now, I prefer Tullamore Dew, but Jameson is, I can get it for $26 all day long, and so it's pretty good.
Germany is visually gorgeous. So many castles, and unfortunately, my whole time there I was wasted, and I really don't remember it. And I have like 4 pictures from the 5 years I was there. So yeah, most of that stuff I do remember. I was like, wow, that looks cool, but.
Oh, this is interesting stuff. Dart championship, and I was looking at your comment. That's interesting because I find music easier than comedy. Comedy is hard.
No, comedy's the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys see Jade's little special that she does, the rant, and she did a thing about comedy, and this was a kickoff to the Gladys Worthington segment she's doing. Ask Gladys once a month, and she called it like it is. And she's done it as a professional stand-up comedian. It ain't easy. I did it for a time, and it's hard.
What, you did try to do stand-up comedy?
Yeah, they had open mics here in Denver. There's a couple, a lot of comedians got their start here in Denver, and there was open mics, and I did it, just to see.
Yeah,
and
that's how they all get their start.
did improv, tried that. That is seriously hard.
I hate improv.
Well, because most of it is so bad. It's
Comedy
really
masturbation. It's
yeah.
yeah.
There are some people that are terrific at it, and it's really. We saw a program here in Denver, and they're an improv group, but they take a suggestion for the audience and then do a whole Shakespeare play improv based on the audience thing. And these guys were brilliant. They were great, but it's so hard to do and do well. So, yeah. Yeah, no, well, I mean, she keeps them. Go back and check it out, because I think you, especially Urban, since you do work in that field, I think you would appreciate her comments on that. It is fun, exhilarating, except when you're bombing, and that's...
Which is probably going to be most of the time.
That's miserable, yeah. It takes a while.
Well, that's because most of us are funny for very short periods of time.
Exactly.
10 minutes is a god-awful long
It's an
time to be funny.
eternity.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, Jade pointed out in the program, she goes, you can be funny and you're interacting with friends and
G-May
things.
has to have Comedy Fest.
But to stand and do comedy, that's a whole nother
totally
animal.
Different thing, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Favorite comics? Who's your favorite comic, Ryan?
I like so many people, and it switches around. Right now, I'm digging a guy named Ian Bagg, and his thing is he basically just interacts with the audience, and he's very quick, and the guy is funny. So you have to look him up on YouTube. I love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is brilliant. I'm a big fan of Dave Chappelle. And Gabriel Iglesias, I think, is really funny. Those are probably my favorite guys right at this moment.
So I'm definitely more, I definitely like the storytellers more. Like John Mulaney,
Yeah.
Nate Bargatze,
Okay, yeah.
Hannibal Buress. I like the build up when, they take you on a little journey through there.
Yeah. And that's why I like
Norm
Gabriel
was
Iglesias.
funny till he got shot in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, Norm Macdonald was a funny man. But, some of those guys and, Chappelle will weave in a story, and so I get that. He's funny in that way. Same with Iglesias. He'll go on a story, and they're both really good with callbacks. So, big fan of that. Well, let's do another JD and the Queen song. You got one queued up, ready to go?
I do, sir.
Oh, hey, I got to do this. Now, Josh Blue is a Denver guy, And Josh Blue is frigging hilarious. He's a comedian that has cerebral palsy. And he just owns it and he makes fun of it. I caught him here at a comedy club right when he was starting out. And the guy started funny and got funnier. And I really like Josh Blue. So thanks for the shout out to the hometown boy.
Mitch Hedberg, he was funny.
Oh, Mitch was funny. Yeah, no question.
Was.
Yeah. Again, a lot of those guys,
Don't make it.
yeah, they have lots of demons.
Lots of demons.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's not looking good.
What happened?
Well, it's 4-0 at the end of the second period. So, yeah. But, hey, it was 3-0, and the Avs won last time, so we'll see.
All right, so here is a little songy by our friend JD and the Queens, Mr. Josh, called Mirrors.
Sunsets tell a story I don't understand. As we walk a road to another land, as I can see myself in you. I can feel an angel in the ocean breeze. She calls my name, bringing me to my knees. As I can see myself in you. Find yourself with time, you'll understand. Have some fun, but don't be scared to take a stand. 'Cause I can see myself in you. Myself in you.
And Dom has left the building to probably go have a cigarette. So here, you're stuck with me for a minute. And it's a sweet song, and it's nice that, the family's all there in the video, and you can see the kids as they grow up a little bit, and that's nice. I like that song. And I've got what happened to. We might have to. Well, I was gonna say play another one, but I think we're going to hold off just a little bit and kind of space these out in the evening a little bit. But Josh has got some good stuff with his family there, and it's cool that they all play together and they have jam sessions, and it's a good time down there in Bama where they all live. And Josh has threatened to get together with me and drink some whiskey and make some bad decisions, and I hope there's a couple people in the community I would love to drink with. I'd love to drink with Josh. I would love to get over and go to JDL's little pub that he has in his basement there and have a pint with him and have a little whiskey or a little scotch with my friend Hugh Caldwell. And there's a few others that I'd like to raise a glass with and hang out with for a few, because that would be awesome. But see, yeah, and it's a great time. It's I used to, when I was playing with my youngest son, the drummer. That was
I
fantastic.
forgot to kill my camera.
Yeah, yeah, we noticed, but that's all right.
The mystery is ruined.
Yes, it's ruined. Ruined, I tell you. Yeah, do not look behind this curtain.
No. That's where all the laundry is.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, did you ever do that when you were a kid? You'd
Oh
be
my
on
God,
the teeter-totter and you'd bail off and, the
Hell
other poor
yeah.
bastard.
That was the only reason to go on a stupid thing.
I
Get
know.
someone before they got you.
Exactly. I would be probably 4 inches taller than I am now had I, been a little quicker bailing off the teeter-totter. But that's back when playground equipment was really dangerous and really fun.
Yeah, that's when it was good. They need
Yeah,
some jagged
yeah.
edges.
Oh,
A
that
rusty
sharp,
piece of steel.
hard, sharp metal, with
Mm-hmm.
it was fantastic. These slide, there's still layers of my DNA on metal slides someplace.
The place where we go in Pennsylvania, so they had this play gym that was erected in the 80s.
Nice.
My kids friggin' loved it, and they just recently upgraded it to
Oh.
something new. And my kids like, oh, this thing sucks, man. They won't even go there anymore. It's
Yeah.
like, this is for babies.
Yeah.
They
That's how
like
it
the other
works.
one because they would be running across the plank bridge and one of the planks would break,
Yeah.
There was a sense of adventure.
Yeah, exactly. Because the teeter-totters. And they were the big, long ones, too. So,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
could
no,
really
yeah,
get up
yeah.
there. And
They're pretty much, if they don't have bars on each side, they would be catapults.
yeah, exactly.
Wait, now, what happened to Allie? Scrawny kid who always tried to do catapults, so he turned.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, I mean, so you were inadvertently a flyer.
Yeah. Either that or she would jump off at the top of the teeter-totter and nothing would happen.
Yeah, just float
They
gently
just-
down.
They just like, okay, thank you. I was a cheerleader too.
Seriously.
No,
Okay, thank you.
I wasn't much of anything. I was a dirtbag.
Yeah, I
was
was going to
burnout.
say. Yeah, most cheerleaders don't have the big beard.
Well, not in today's cheerleading squads.
Yeah.
See, that's one of the things that I totally blocked out of my head. So that trip we took
There you go.
to wherever.
Down to Florida?
No, the recent one where I beat up the little kid.
Oh, to Connecticut.
To Connecticut.
Mystic Seaport. How do I
The
know more about what
hotel-
you're doing than you do?
The hotel we were staying at was hosting a cheerleading competition. So the whole place was swarmed with little cheering girls. It was
Yeah.
quite
I ran into that
distressing.
in Anaheim, California. So, right there by Disneyland. And we were doing a train convention, but it was a huge hotel complex. And they were having one of those cheer competitions there. And so you had a bunch of old, fat, bearded train guys and all these little girls in their little skirts flouncing around. It was an
These two
interesting
groups of
combination.
people should never be together.
No. No. Well, it wasn't as interesting as the back here in 77. The National Model Railroad Convention and the Gay Rodeo was in town at the same time in the same facilities. That was interesting.
Oh, that sounds like more fun, actually.
Well, they maybe had more in common.
They both liked the long, dark tunnels.
No.
No, all right.
Let's not go there.
That's why I don't do stand up.
Yeah, exactly. And Dom is closing our program tonight.
Kurt's been shot and stabbed,
Well, hard
and that
to,
was
you
by
know,
his
he's such-
satanic ex-wife.
Yeah, that's right. Square pizza. Oh man, remember the
Square
cafeteria
pizza, yeah.
square pizza? We had a discussion of pizza. That was not really pizza. It had many pizza ingredients, but that was that just reminded. Do you ever have this? You probably didn't, being an Italian boy, but remember that Chef Boyardee used to sell a pizza making kit, and it was a
No.
square pizza thing. Oh my god, it was terrible.
But I love beefaroni.
Okay.
I think it's good. It's good out in the woods food.
Yes. Yeah. That take camping. Yeah. SpaghettiOs. Yeah.
Like
Take
I
camping.
can go eat. Like I have very fine taste, but I don't mind a lot of crap.
Well, there's certain things that are harm. I've won chili cook-offs, but sometimes there's nothing better than Hormel's no beans chili in a can and make chili dogs and have a nice day. Yeah, cardboard pizza. Yeah, that's exactly. It was.
Well, my school used to make. It was delicious pizza boats, like French bread pizza boats, but unlike. What's the one who makes them now, like Stouffer's, the frozen ones? These ones were like so soft and they were delicious. They used to make that I loved, and like the peanut butter squares was basically like peanut butter with chocolate on top, like the original Reese's peanut butter cup. They were delicious.
Oh yeah, the originals. Yeah, those were good.
Chili cheese dogs with raw onion.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Raw onion.
yeah,
Phenomenal.
absolutely, gotta have it. Fantastic. Yeah, poor Josh. Fried spam. I'm not a big spam guy.
I've
again,
had it,
as
yeah.
camping food, it's okay, but
See, I'm used to all that stuff because when I was in an army, you either ate, army chow when you went into the woods, or you buy like potted meat, Underwood potted meat in a cracker.
oh yeah,
Sardines and Chef Boyardee. You buy all
Yeah.
that stuff because all you cared about was I need protein. God, man, you burned a lot of calories when you. I ate
yeah.
constantly when I was in the military.
yeah. No, I can see it. Yeah, doing the march. Yeah, fried spam. Well, again, it's pork, and so it has some of that porky goodness. But
Pork shoulder, right?
yeah, camping food is. God, I haven't been camping in a long time, but camp food was good.
Yeah.
Now this I cannot stand.
Oh my God, it's one of my favorite fucking breakfasts. Oh, it's so
I
delicious.
can't do shit on a shingle.
Oh, shit on a shingle, man.
I
And it
cannot
has
stand.
to be gray.
Oh, well,
If
obviously.
it's made right, it's gray and murky, and it's indistinguishable from like, is this some kind of solvent? I fucking love it.
Here's my
But
issue.
except on biscuits.
I can't stand soggy bread. It just grosses me out. Can't do it. That's why I can't. Yeah, can't do it.
There was actually a restaurant we used to. I would go to. It was called the Mess Hall, and it was opened by a dude who was a cook in the military. And man, I went in one time and I looked at the menu. I'm like, is this like army chip beef? And it's like, I'm like, oh, I was in heaven. I just kept, I loved it.
Yeah, see, I can't do it.
It's, yeah.
Now, biscuits and gravy I like because the texture of the biscuit is.
Well, I don't have it on, I mean, in the army, I'd have it on toast, but I'd usually get it over biscuits. And they open up the biscuits and,
Yeah, chip, and
it's
that's
so
fine.
delicious.
Biscuits are different textured. Now, soggy, It's just from a childhood thing, because my mother would buy Wonder white bread. God, the worst bread
Oh,
on
but
the
you can't
planet.
have it on white bread. You need like Texas toast.
Yeah,
thick
no,
sliced
it's
white
gotta
bread,
be
and
thick
you have
and-
to toast it first, and you have to eat it quick. But I mean, it will hold up.
Yeah, that's the only. But yeah, soggy bread just grosses me out. Can't do it.
Who said that? That was Kurt. Kurt, were you saying you like chip beef, or were you making fun of it? Because you just took me on like a trip down memory lane.
Yeah. See, there you go. Thank you, Allie. Yeah.
What, you know what really? Oh, I love burgers. And you know, you go to these burger places and they try to make like an impressive burger.
Yeah.
And as soon as you pick it up, shit starts sliding, the bun disintegrates. Like,
Hate that.
oh, it is like, I will not eat it. I won't take, a burger. I'm not going to disassemble my damn burger. If the bread gets fucked up, I'm done.
Yeah, no, that's why in those kind of places, it's got to be a brioche bun because it'll
Brioche
hold
buns are
up, and it's got to be toasted, and because if it's a soft bread and it gets again soggy and falls apart, hate it.
Well,
Hate,
have
hate,
you
hate.
ever had, like, if you want to make like a fancy burger, get the sandwich sized Thomas's English muffins. They hold up phenomenal. You could throw all kinds of things on that,
Yeah.
and it won't fall apart.
Well, yeah, those things are. Those are almost too good for eggs Benedict. They're almost too. They hold up too well.
Yeah,
Yeah. I wish they were a little softer for the eggs Benedict.
Yeah, I love English muffins.
Yeah. I'm a
English
fan.
muffins with a slice of cheese. Like delicious.
Tasty.
Here we go. Food round 2.
Yeah,
Food porn round 2.
We care about food. What can I tell you?
Yeah. It's the one thing that won't get me in trouble. Well, until it kills me.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
But then again,
did.
I smoke, so which one's going to take
Yeah.
way
Well,
faster?
again. Yeah. Same thing.
For now, it's coming. I'm going to quit. I'm going to surprise you all.
Yeah.
Well, remember, I did quit. Remember, I quit, and the next
did
day,
quit.
I went to the emergency room
Yep.
for my shoulder, and I was like, well, fuck this. I was going to be, I'm going to be home for 3 months. I'm going to continue to smoke.
Yeah. Well, you get back around to it. My wife is probably gonna give it another go about the
Yeah,
quitting thing.
she had to quit too and then started again, right?
Yeah. Well, again, it's hard to quit smoking, and even she'd been quit literally for years, but the stress, and her sister's still a smoker, and they got together,
Yeah.
and she just kind of fell back into the habit.
One thing I did was I had a discussion with my wife. She hates it, but she's
Yeah.
she tries. I'm like, you have to understand. You're 100% correct. I know everything, but the moment you tell me, it's
Yeah.
crushing. So, there was a point where I'd sneak outside and smoke because she thought I quit. And then it
yeah.
always turns out that the moment she confronts me about it, I just go back to normal. I was like, do me a favor.
Yeah.
When this happens again,
When? Yeah.
I will try again. And
Sure.
if I falter and I'm out and I'm doing it on the sneak, don't confront me with it, because as long as I know you don't know, I'm smoking at least 2/3 less.
Yeah, a lot less.
So at least that's better.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the little game my wife plays. She smokes about a third of a cigarette at a time. So, she goes out and smokes a couple times a day
Yeah.
and ends up smoking literally just a couple cigarettes. But
What I do though, when I try to do that, I keep a scissor outside so I can, because you can't stub out a cigarette and it smoke the same. You have to cut it off. Yeah, that's why I have to quit.
yeah.
Actually, if I quit smoking, maybe I'll be like a soprano.
Yeah, all of a sudden Don shows up. Ave Maria. Yeah. We go, wow. Who knew?
Oh my God. I would give anything if they were $11 a pack.
Yeah, if only, right?
Like 15, 16 bucks here. It's ridiculous. I was talking to someone today and like my home expenses, it goes our mortgage, my wife's car, and then cigarettes. Those are the three most expensive things.
Yeah, that is tough duty. Because I do all the shopping for the family, including, buying my wife a pack of cigarettes occasionally. And I'm appalled at how expensive they are. It's just stupid.
Yeah,
Well,
they're like, you want the receipt? I want no proof.
yeah,
Don't
exactly.
tell me. Like one time the guy told me, and I was like, oh man, what do you have to do that for?
Yeah, it's not good.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. I set our house on fire, lighting Doritos on fire. Okay.
I'm snacking on Doritos right now.
Okay. Yeah. Again, now you guys see why I want to get together and drink whiskey with Josh Harris, because he's clearly been a fun guy his entire life.
Fun guy.
A fun guy. Yeah, I
Did
I
you
don't
get
the
more
vaping.
in trouble for almost setting the house on fire or for snacking before the turkey was ready?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of layers on that story. We're eating Doritos. We have Doritos before Thanksgiving. I mean, our deal is we don't eat, so, then Thanksgiving comes and then we are absolutely gluttons, and then we lay around for an hour and a half going, I ate too much. And then, then we're ready for pumpkin
I've
pie.
always been the same on Thanksgiving. I don't eat much at Thanksgiving. I'm waiting for 8 o'clock and everyone's gone. Give me some white bread, some mayo, and that turkey. And then I'll destroy it. On a sandwich, I'll destroy it. With all that shit, no.
Yeah. I like every bit of the turkey. I like it fresh out of the oven. I like turkey sandwiches. My wife makes turkey enchiladas with the leftovers at some point after Thanksgiving that are amazing.
My favorite, probably actually even more than sandwiches, my wife makes turkey tortellini soup. Ooh, it's so
Yum.
delicious. Yeah, it's really good.
Nice. Yeah, she got a recipe for that?
Not that we can give you.
Oh,
My wife,
okay.
she's not recipes. She just makes things.
She's the Irish cook.
Yeah,
throwing this shit in, throwing
she's
it.
the weekday cook,
Yeah.
and I'm like the weekend recipe cook.
No, I get that. Again, Pendar, this is why we like hanging out with Pendar. She was fun, too.
What kind of soup do they have with Grandma? Is it like
Bunch of little pyros.
minestrone? Yeah, These are all children who grew up with a parent that smoked, obviously. Yeah, because what we doing with matches?
Well, we always had them because, we were big campers when I was a kid. So we always had matches around, but I don't recall lighting. Well, I say I don't recall lighting things on fire, but I had access to propane torches and everything. And I know I was down in my basement one time with lumps of coal that I'd picked up, and I'm trying to get them to light on fire with a propane torch. So, yeah, I guess I can't.
Speaking of pyro stories, I'm not proud of the story because it reveals a little too much about me. But at one point in my life, I owned a members only jacket.
Nice.
And it was like a windy day, and I was trying to light a cigarette, and I was like this, and the whole fuck. I was like the guy on that "Wish You Were Here" album.
Yeah, with your jacket on fire.
The whole jacket went
Oh,
up
my
there.
God. Yeah.
The most deadly jacket in the world.
Yeah,
the members
polyester
only
and-
windbreaker.
Yeah, it had the
All my
opposite of
friends
flame
were like,
retardant.
My friends were like, "Holy shit, dude, you were on fire!"
OMG, that's pretty funny.
I was not a member. That's probably why I burned.
Yeah, that's it.
Not a safe jacket, my friends.
Yeah, that's it. The jacket knew. It's like, I want to light this mother on fire. He's got no business wearing this jacket. Oh, you guys are fun. Yeah, we definitely.
All I've been doing is paying dues, Pandora. When are my dues paid?
We would save paint cans and everything and shoot them with either BB guns or 22s just to see what would happen. So that was fun.
What happened?
Usually not much of anything.
Nothing. They just made a
No.
hole. Yeah.
Nah, made a hole. And actually, believe it or not, the BBs were better because they would punch a small hole and then stuff would shoot out. 22's too high a velocity. It went clear through and, rapidly and just, it dumped and it wasn't that fun.
Never drove a Pinto E-Urban, but I will confess, my first car was a Ford Escort, and my second car was another Ford Escort. So I may as well have just had a Pinto.
What year were your Escorts?
Oh, God, I don't know. But one was tricked out. It was an Escort GT. It had like ground effects and a stick shift. I don't remember what year. The 80s, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
80s or
I
90s.
owned a couple Escorts. I had an Escort wagon that my wife was still pissed that we sold. But, again, my brother's an auto mechanic. And, he would work on the cars. And he went, dude, you got to understand, these are disposable cars. I've already put a radiator and some other things. Get rid of this thing before the engine just shits the bed.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened to my first one. It sounded like Neil Peart was in my engine.
Oh, man, when the
I
lifters
literally
Yeah.
pulled off to the side of the road, grabbed a screwdriver, took off the plates, walked us across the street, and bought another Chevette.
Yeah. Yeah, they were, man, when those lifters go. And I mean, they were good cars, while they were new, but yeah.
Yeah, he just looked like a tool driving one. That's all. I could afford them, though.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Good night, Michael Songs.
Good night, Mike. Thank you for linking and hanging out. Now, see, here you go. This is why we like you here, E. Urban.
That's E-Urban. There you go,
Bam.
my friend.
Bam!
That's funny. That's very funny.
Good job, E. Urban. You've got it. You got to videotape your stand-up act. I'm telling you, because I think we will play it on this show. We will absolutely do that because I'd love to see you do stand-up.
Oh, that one. I don't remember what night you had me in stitches, man. I was just busting up all night.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a Ford Taurus too.
Yeah, Taurus is all right.
Yeah, that one wasn't. Yeah, don't double down on car jokes.
Okay,
You
well,
hit it.
not terrible. I mean, it's got the astrology signs too, so all right. That's all
Oh,
right.
I've had some shitty cars.
There you go. Yeah, my old man had a Corvair too, just
I
to
know that
stick it to Ralph Nader. Yeah, they weren't any more dangerous than any other car in that time.
I had a car that was so messed up. It actually was called a Nissan / Datsun Pulsar, a little coupe.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty cool car. That thing fell apart too, but it was. They couldn't figure out who they were, so I guess it was before Nissan took it over, but it was still said Datsun on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the same company. They just
Yeah.
changed the name. Okay, then that makes you older than I thought you were, Many Vibes. Just saying. Yeah. When did he run for president? I remember it, but I mean that was a long time ago. Again, one of the great things about this country, you can have a third-party candidate who has zero chance of being elected, but it's a fun distraction. Yeah, we've had a couple old trucks too that we tried to restore, and my kid had a 68.
I've never
Chevy.
had a truck.
Yeah, there's
Never had a truck.
that thing had a 455 in it, and I mean it basically, and a 25-gallon tank, and if we filled it completely to the brim, we could go a couple hundred miles maybe. I mean that thing was sucked the fuel like nobody's business. Powerful as hell, but yeah. Okay, well, another third-party candidate who, yeah, hey, you know,
Ross Perot.
I remember. Oh, I remember little Ross.
Yeah, little man. Little rich man.
Yeah, 23, 24. Okay. Yeah, again,
I
I
have to
remember
be
it.
honest with y'all. I no longer vote. I could give a crap. They all suck.
Pretty much.
Every single one of them.
Yep. I, I think if you go balls deep, you might get electrocuted. Those Cybertrucks have some issues. Yeah, see, now we've gone from food to now we're on car talk.
Car talk.
But I mean, we all own cars and we get around. And there's, I mean, my favorite car probably is still my first one, which was a 1977 Chevy Malibu, and it was dark brown with a cream brown Landau roof. Remember when they had the Landau roofs? It was a cool looking car, and it had a 350 in it, and that thing was a great vehicle. I drove the shit out of that thing.
My favorite car, and it wasn't for the car, it was for the story. I had a really nice, I work for an undisclosed company, and I had a company car, and it was a Nissan Maxima.
Okay.
Hunter green leather, tan leather interior. It's pretty quick. It was gorgeous. It was like, at that time, it was by far the nicest car I had ever had, you know. And one day, I forget, I was in one of the stores, and they handed me my pink slip. And then I was like, and they looked all, and then I was like, what's going on? Blah, blah. And turns out the company was closing its doors the next day.
Oh,
And
wow.
she screwed up and gave me my check early. And I was like, are you kidding me? So I got in their car and I left. And they were calling me like, hey, you have to bring the car back. I'm like, you want the car? You come fucking get the car. And I drove that car for 2 years with no registration, no insurance, and totaled it and went to court. And I was like, I don't have insurance. It's not my car. It's owned by these, and they got all the like, and I just walked away from the whole thing, like, and I was like, yeah,
Don't fuck with Dom.
Here's one for the little man. I stole your car, destroyed it,
And you got
walked
stuck
away.
with it.
Yeah. But the only thing that did happen, I forgot that part. One little negative was, I guess there is a, I forget what the law is, driving anything without insurance. And I think I had my license revoked for a year or something like that.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
so then I just drove someone else's car for a year because I got another job after that. And I was like, well, I need a car. And he was like, all right, what do you want? And I said, you know, that's really cool, but I just have to let you know, I don't actually have a license. And the guy was like, well, you know, you're going to drive okay, right? I'm like, yeah, I drive fine. All right, then, what the fuck? And so I drove someone else's car till I get a license again.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it was like a long time. I've actually, I was like, that's it. From now on, I only work for places that give me a car.
You're-
Just, you know, does it come with a car? Okay, I'll come.
There you go. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, my brother owns a Tesla, and I've ridden in it a couple times. It's nice.
You know,
Yeah,
these don't
whatever.
look great, man. They don't look good.
There's a couple models. There's one model. I think that's a pretty cool looking car. The Cybertrucks look stupid. I mean, they're dumb. They just I don't get it. It's like it's not even the same company. Mm-hmm. And then their early one I thought was pretty gorky. But yeah, whatever.
Tell you, insurance so high is for all these douchebags driving cars with no insurance.
Yeah, there's something to that. All right. Yeah, that's the weird thing. I mean, it just makes that you can hear the wheel noise and everything.
Yeah.
It's weird.
My wife's new Kia, I forget, it's one of those little SUVs, and it stops at red lights, and it drives me crazy.
I turn it off my Escape does the same thing, and it's like that's so stupid because it doesn't save fuel. It doesn't. It just and starting and stopping the
Well,
engine.
I don't. It's not about the fuel; it's about the emissions, I believe.
Yeah, well, screw that. Because they're not going to buy me a new motor when it wears out prematurely because it's always starting and stopping. Yeah, just one of those dumb. Oh well, yeah. You have to total them because they're lithium batteries, and those things are very prone to catching fire. So
Yeah.
if it's been in an accident, there's a chance there's a crack, and the insurance company's like, "Yeah, it want nothing to do with it. It's out. It's totaled." Now, reading the science, the sodium ion batteries, are starting to come online, produced here in the U.S., and they don't have the fire hazards, the lithium, and we're not buying lithium from the Chinese. So
I'll
these
be
are
back
all
in a
good
second.
things.
I'll be right back. I need a drink.
Okay. Well, then, if you're going to drink, I'm going to
Okay.
play a JD.
You play a
and
JD song.
I'm going to play a song right friggin' now.
I'm
Because
parched.
why wouldn't I? Present screen.
This time, I'm gonna close my camera.
Hey, what a concept.
I let the devil in. He said he was my friend. I believe the lies. I fell once again. And here I am, alone in the end. I'm sitting here reflecting on all that's come and gone. All that I've lost and all that I did wrong. But once again, I'm all alone. This heart is so cold, the heart is so lonely. The soul is so lost, the soul is so broke. Oh, now I gotta go, it's calling me home.
All right, that was fantastic. JD, again, a very introspective, very reflective song. I like his music, and it's good stuff. So, and I've just got a hockey update. The Avs are now only down by 2 goals. It's 4-2. They've scored 2. They actually scored 1 while I was watching, but or on my phone during the song. But it'd be tough to come back. I don't know if DJ's still here, but never count the Avs out. They can come back, but it probably is going to be 1-1. And Yeah, we're kind of talking about the Chinese labor and all that kind of stuff, it looks like. Oh, there we go. With the jokes. And here's the comment I missed twice. But yeah, Josh, his voice is very distinctive, very... It's a voice that says, I've seen some shit, people. And that's just highly appealing. It's very authentic. It's very American. It's just really good stuff. I'm a big fan. So I'm with you, Pendar. Yeah, and I pulled mostly from that album. Now we do have you doing a live song here in a few minutes, which is also cool. But I thought that was a really interesting period that you did, and very reflective music, and I dug it. And I'm not sure I think Dom picked off the same stuff, but now maybe we'll play this one too. Actually, I'm going to go find it because Josh did a cover of Hallelujah, the Leonard Cohen song, and I mean, it was really, really cool. So you know what? I am going to go find that one right now because I can. And I'm gonna. And let's go get it. And play that one real quick because we wanted to stick to Josh's originals mostly, but this is so darn good that I think you guys will appreciate it. So let me present this. Nope, you can't do that. Everything is sequencing, folks, when you're running a project. And I'm out of sequence, so let's try this. Here we go. Sequence is right now. Boom.
I heard there was a secret chord. David played it, please the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her dancing on the roof. Beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne. She cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room, I walked this floor. Used to live alone before I knew you. And I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Your love is not a victory march. It's cold and it's broken. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. There was a time when you let me know what's really going on below. Now you never show that to me, do ya? remember when I moved in you, and the holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I know there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry you hear at night, it's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold, it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Oh, just fantastic. A great version of that song. Well done, Josh.
That was really good, Josh. That was really good.
Yeah, that's a great song. I have done that song as well. I never intended to, but back when I was playing in church regularly, our female, lead worship leader was doing the song, and just basically got ill, ran off the stage in the middle of the song. Well, of course, it's much higher key than this because she was a soprano, and so I looked at the other worship leader, and he looked at me, and he's like, so I stepped up and sang that song in the key she sang it in, and that got through it, but OMG, that is a hard song to sing, and it was certainly really hard to sing in the key that she had it in. So, but it's a beautiful song.
Yeah. It's one that I've never even thought of attempting.
Yeah.
Like, I could never sing that.
Yeah. Again, not by choice.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have.
Now, Josh, do you have a really good voice?
Yeah, just again, it just.
He has like the voice I always wish I had.
Yeah, it's got a lot of great quality to it. There's just a lot of things going on there, which is nice. Oh. Yeah, there you go. Well, you know what? I have one
Good
son.
thing. One of mine usually likes me at a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Never both at the same time.
Yeah. I've had periods where they both liked me, but
Well, if I'm taking them someplace, yeah.
well, sure. What have you done for me lately, Dad? Kind of thing. I get that.
That's kind of what dads do.
That's the age. Yeah, exactly.
They have all the benefits of. I treat them like I'm a divorced dad, but I actually live with them.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of true. Yeah, with the live streaming, they get you on weekends. So, yeah. Something to that.
If they're your kids, though, Urban, do they actually need to be on a living will? Don't they just get that shit anyway? Unless I can prove that they were, in fact, the ones who killed me.
Yeah,
But, they're getting it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. This is nice.
Now, that's my dream. I had my
Yeah.
kid playing piano for a while, and then he bailed on me. I'm trying to guilt him
Yeah, it's
back to it. But
yeah. Both my boys play, and I've played with-
unfortunately, my eldest son, who's the creative one, they're both great, but he's very creative, and he lives in his head. But I get he's also like me. I marched to my own beat. I don't care who is around or what. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and that's my kid. So
Yeah, I got one of those. Yeah, it's like everything else. It's a double-sided coin. It's pretty great and not so great.
no,
in
it's
other
great
aspects.
until you realize, oh God, that means they don't want to do anything with me either.
Yeah. I'm just trying to imagine Dom with a French poodle.
Oh, come on.
And that's hilarious.
My dog would snack on French poodles like 3 at a time. My dog's a fucking monster. I hate him. That little bastard. I love him.
Yeah, see, and this is very cool. That's one of the things that I find so appealing about what you guys do is it is a total family thing.
Oh, yeah. That's
I
great.
think it's great. Yep. Yep. Very cool. Well, so what are your you've got games all this weekend.
Games all weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
And we may, well, with tomorrow, if we don't get rained out,
excuse me.
go into a game. We're going to Ralph's for ice cream afterwards. And got to clean the house is a fucking disaster. Our
Yeah.
house is just, it's amazing how fast your house can get all fucked up.
Yeah. It's I've got to do some cleaning. We got family coming into town. My little nephew is 18 and graduating from high school next week. Like, just one of those milestones. Because I took my youngest son to the hospital to meet my brother's first son. And there's a 8-year difference between the two boys. So his youngest son is graduating from high school now, which means I'm just old. But, he's a great kid. He's the one, he plays guitar, and I've been working with him a little bit. And so I'm excited for him. And he's going to University of Tennessee to study sports management.
Oh, cool.
So he's committed 2 weeks ago to the University of Tennessee. And so we're going to do graduation stuff. We got a party Wednesday, and then he graduates at Red Rocks on Friday, and then we're going to do a little party at the house there, and my dad and his wife will be in town, and, my mother. And so that'll be nice to see the familia.
Good. Yeah, that's what we do, Kurt. Win, lose, or draw, we go for ice cream. You can have a home run or you strike out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
We're going.
That's what's great about Little League, orange slices and all that. Quick checking the game. Still 4-2 with 4 minutes left. Yay. Not looking good.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing anything else. Well, we're going to, I think mother-in-law is coming over on Sunday.
That'd be nice.
Make steak for everyone.
Okay.
And so sports, clean the house.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think this weekend, clean the house a little bit, garden, get, my wife is with her annual battle of the aphids on her columbines.
Okay.
And so she's out there doing that, and I've got
Deep fried poodle.
got the garden all tilled, and lettuce and spinach is coming up, but we got to put the squash and the pumpkins in. And think about putting the tomatoes in this weekend.
Why do you grow pumpkins? Just out of curiosity.
Just for fun.
Okay.
We give them because they're cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't eat them or anything. We just put them out for, stick them out for Halloween. Or we have given them to kids to carve in the past. But,
Okay.
yeah, just one of those things that we grow. And they get along good with the... the Native Americans used to grow squash, pumpkins, and corn all together, 3 sisters, because they cross-pollinate and they shade one another, all that kind of stuff. So we kind of follow that, although our corn has been shit for the last couple of years. So we grow it, but it doesn't really do anything. We're not getting very good ears of corn.
Well, Pendar, we give pumpkin, but we give our dog a lot of sweet potato. He loves sweet potato and carrots. Like, we buy those big bags of, the mini carrots for him.
Huh, interesting.
That's what he eats.
Yeah, my oldest son has a husky, and that dog likes sweet potatoes, so...
We're supposed to be really good for their system.
Yeah, I
Keeps
don't
them
know that he
regular.
really eats them. He just, carries it around. Just
Oh, no, okay. No, she'll cook it and then
Okay.
cube it and put it in his dog food.
All right.
whenever he gets, whenever he eats the wrong thing, which is quite frequent.
Yeah. Well,
That's actually what I have to do this weekend. So there is this one spot in my backyard. Like my dog has destroyed my yard. I used to have such a beautiful lawn. It's now all pissed on and dug up. There is this one spot though he continually digs. And my wife is like, I guarantee there's a dead body there. Just always same exact spot. So I have to, I'm gonna, buy those garden stakes and like tape.
yeah.
So I have to seed it and then be able to keep them off of it.
Well, or let him dig up the body and, be famous is where they finally found Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah,
You know?
could be.
Right?
He was in New York. I don't know.
Yeah. Now the dog, he likes carrying around a raw sweet potato. It's, my son's mother-in-law buys a sweet potato as a treat for the dog. She pretends not to like the dogs, but she secretly loves the one dog, and so she buys her sweet potato and gives it to her, and the dog chews it and carries it around.
Had genes all out. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, come on. Don't you know if I had a house, if I had the home of a serial killer, what serial killer would it be? Come on, you have to know your geography. What famous serial killer lived in Yonkers?
Son of Sam.
Yes, Son of Sam. Thank you, Chris.
I know things about things.
That's what we are. I got who? Son of Sam, Steven Tyler, and Beyonce, all from Yonkers.
Yeah. True story. I meant to mention this earlier. Where is it? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Never count out the avalanche. Let's get it to overtime.
Oh,
all right.
I'm not really from there. I just say I'm from Yonkers for the show.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually lives in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, Poughkeepsie. No.
I'm seeing Josh's shorts. The cat, Catsy Klein and Dolly Barkin. And the dog and the cat, and they're playing with one another. It's hilarious. I mean, these are great names for the pets. And I think everybody knows I'm a cat. I love dogs, but I'm a cat guy. I had 3 cats at one time. I'm down to 1,
I could be wrong on that. In all honesty, I thought I heard it once.
she could have passed through. Whitney Houston was from Houston, shockingly. I
There's
think.
someone is from Yonkers.
Someone's from, yeah, look that up. Google that shit.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh.
No, she was in. Oh, she was born in Houston.
Okay. Dolly Barkin.
She's right. She was born in Houston. I don't think she's ever been in Yonkers. There's someone like that. I remember, I thought my wife said. I don't know.
Irish are known tall tale tellers, so that should have clipped you off. If an Irishman tells you something, oh, here's how it is, you go, nah, it's not how it is at all. They're full of shit. Oh, my goodness.
My wife would not lie to me.
Not on purpose.
Ella Fitzgerald, Gene Krupa, John Voight,
Ooh, Gene Krupa.
Sid Caesar, Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right. So
They're like the
there's
same
your
thing,
artist.
right?
Yeah. Mary J. Blige, Beyonce, they're all the same.
Yeah.
They're women. They sing.
And they sing, and they're from Yonkers.
Or Houston. Oh, my goodness.
Right? That's some list, isn't it?
That's pretty impressive from Yonkers.
And they don't have the Son of Sam. He would be first on my list.
Well, of course, I mean, infamous. Is that guy still around or is he dead? Did he die in prison?
Who? This?
Son of Sam.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm sure they killed it. He got killed.
Yeah.
He looked like he'd get a killing. What a waste, man. The people who were talking into that woman's head that, you don't need the band. You could be a star all on your own. She's terrible on her own. Alabama Shakes was a friggin' good band. She's terrible on her own.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ryan Hall.
I missed. Hi, Ryan. A denizen of the Nashville
Right, you're with
area.
me.
Okay.
They try to make her like the first video she came out with, and I don't know the woman's name, but like she had it was like she was in a gown and they were background singers. Oh God, it was terrible. It was like, this is what happens when you listen to other people.
Yeah, well, again, this is when you get a little celebrity, somebody's always whispering in your ear, oh, you'd be great, you don't need these other people and everything. What we talked about earlier with Josh, the devil is always whispering in your ear. Don't listen.
Frankly, it annoys me when because that happens time and time again to bands with a famous front person, and it's not fair. Like, give the band a little damn respect. A voice is phenomenal, but it needs good music behind it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and that's the thing. We put way too much stock in,
Yeah, she left
the singer.
She left the band and bombed. That's what happened to Alabama Shakes.
Okay. I know I've heard of him, but I don't know that I've ever heard of him.
You've heard this one song, Hold On. I mean, what
I'm
a
sure.
voice, man. What a voice that woman has. Oof.
Yeah, that's it, Dog Pie. Those other guys were, Jack Flash was holding you back. Yeah. And that friggin' boat anchor bass player you had, Gordon, God, if you just shed those two clowns, you
Did
would have had
they
something.
used to play together? Like, in life? Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes. See, I know all these things. All right. I'm going to get happy here in a second, or I'm going to be disappointed. 22 seconds left, and they're still down a goal.
Not going to happen in 22 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, no. No, I'm behind. No, they scored a shorthanded goal, so, all right. Now it's 5-3. No. All right. There. Series going to be 1-1. All right. See? Next time on Thursday, if the Avs are playing, I'm out. I'm not doing... I wore my jersey, but I wasn't paying attention, and they lost. So, this one's on me. I'm sorry, Colorado Avalanche fans. Well, my kid was saying in the chat they didn't show up for the first two periods at all. So, oh well, that's why they play 7 games. The best team will eventually win. I think it's my guy, but I don't know. So, yeah.
So there's that.
There is that. We have got, and there he is.
Huge.
Good morning, Huge
What's going
Caldwell.
on, Hugh?
How are you, man? Good to see you. And Huey showed up last week. Did the little pre-show that Lori does before Gary Hubbs on Friday night, and he's got his sound working, and he's starting to record again, and he's starting to be somebody again. So that is nice. And everyone's saying hi to Hugh, because everybody loves Huey.
He's a very likable guy.
He is a likable guy.
Well, his name is Hugh.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable to say.
It really is.
Hello, Kenneth Avencia.
Yeah.
That's how you say it.
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like Kenneth, but there's an L in it, so it's Kenneth.
Yeah, that's L's are tough late at night.
Yeah, it's hiding behind the K. You don't notice it. It's a sneaky L.
No, I noticed. I chose not to try.
I'm just not.
I choose not to race.
I'm not. Yes. I am out. Well, let's see. We talked about weekend stuff. Trying to think if anybody's got anything special. I mean, the usual cast of characters will be doing their shows this weekend, which is great. I know Chad had to cancel last week. His was going to do that May the 4th be with you kind of show, and I think it was either a technical issue or something came up. I'm not sure what he's doing on Saturday. I haven't seen anything, but I've also totally had my head down this week, and I have not.
Yeah, I have not spoken to you at all this week until
no, and I haven't been on any of the shows. I was on Pole Vaults Monday for a little while and hung out with them on the Monday Hangover. Mm-hmm. And then I think I said hi to Axe Monday, and then I didn't go to any shows the rest of the week. I just, like I said, just had my head down trying to get some stuff done before.
Yeah, I have the most shows. Like I've been a couple times Dan Anderson's show, because it just happens to be, early afternoon, and I'm sitting in my office. But when I've been home, I feel like I have no time to do anything.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go for Lori's pre-show, the Disco night.
Do you have a ball?
I got a white suit. It's at the cleaners, but I'll go. In life, stay alive. Oh yeah, we can.
Yeah,
we can do disco.
Chad said a few things happened to him all at the same time, right?
Yeah, no, it was not a good week for Chad last week. There was a lot of stuff going on, and that happens. Life gets in the way of us being people sometimes. So, and welcome, Lori's Mishmash.
Oh, hey, Lori.
Yeah. Okay, no, look, I mean, the community knows all. So his girl's father's not well. I was vaguely aware of that.
Right.
He got engaged. I had no idea on that. Chad, if you're listening or if you're listening to the replay, Mazel Tov. Congratulations. That's wonderful.
Yeah, and something else. He said 3 things.
Yeah, so that's 2 big ones.
I think 1 good thing and 2 bad things.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he may have had a technical meltdown too. I thought I saw something about that. And yeah, always hang out with Mrs. High and Pendar. And I will, if I'm not totally like last weekend, I saw your show was on, and I was dragging tail from working in the garden. I'm like,
Yeah, Laurie, we try to keep everybody, and we alternate rooms.
Yeah, jump over. It's pinned to the top of my chat, Lori, and you get over to Dom's, and yeah, we alternate the rooms just to keep everybody together and be one nice, big, happy, cohesive
family. So we can
family.
Lysol.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I will try and check in with you guys, Pendar and Miss High, this Saturday. And again, I'll probably be on Gmaze at some point.
More than likely, I'll probably take another
night off.
Weekend off.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think I'm going to save Tuesday for the first time I try to blink.
No, I think that's smart.
And at least if I'm terrible, it will be fun.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you people know it, like at 56, I don't play guitar for like a week, and it's like I haven't played for like 10 years.
Yeah, I have not touched. No, that's not true. I touched my guitar for 10 minutes on Tuesday, but that's it.
Only thing I do with my guitar is I changed the humidity packs in the case because they were getting squishy. Or they were not squishy anymore.
Yeah, they need to be squishy, right?
You got to be squishy.
Yeah, that means there's humidity in them.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Be ready, Hugh, to get down.
What day is
stuff.
early June is Metal Fest, right?
Yeah, 8th. Saturday the 8th.
I'm feeling like we're not going to be around
Yeah.
because we had to postpone going away because both kids are in different sports. So
Yeah.
the first time we're going away will be Memorial Day weekend, and then it'll probably be like, hopefully, all summer.
Yeah, I've got
Which
to,
means you may need a co-host.
well, I'm looking around. I've got my eye on some people. So, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, here's something that we didn't need to know.
Taffy nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to land on my songs for Metal Fest. I've screwed around with about 10 songs, and I need to choose which ones I'm actually going to do and just stick with it and start practicing the set. Because otherwise, it will not be good. Hey, there he is.
Bad Joe, we're supposed to shout you out. You're not supposed to shout.
Yeah.
We're here already.
Yeah, we're here.
We're the people. You don't have to shout us
Shout out
out,
to
man.
you.
Shout out, Bad Joe. I love the way those people. They're so lively. Like Bad
They
Joe,
are.
That
They
whole
are.
Crew and Jovel.
No, they're fantastic.
Holy shout outs. Like, why is everybody yelling?
They're upbeat and they're happy and properly caffeinated and smiling, and they're completely the opposite.
And I'm like, they're plotting something.
Yeah,
They gotta be
Dom's like, I
plotting
can't
something.
trust 'em.
No, I don't. I don't trust it. I don't.
They're
I'm
too
sorry,
nice.
Banjo. You're a lovely person, but it makes me weary.
Yeah, it's a very. Those shows are very energetic. I've been on for a while. I haven't caught them again because when summer comes around, I don't sit in front of my computer like I do during the winter. You know, I'm outside shoveling dirt and mowing grass and doing stuff like that.
What do you got? Like a third of an acre?
No,
You have a real. I mean, from pictures I've seen, you don't have a big yard.
No, it's not huge.
You're
but
just very slow. That's where
no,
it
there's
is.
just a ton of flowers and trees because I've got an aspen
like
grove
teasing
in the
you,
front or in the back, and yeah. No, it's not a huge lot.
Who has the biggest property here? Well,
Between the
someone
two of
from
us?
Texas. No.
Oh.
In general, you know, because
Oh, yeah.
I have like a quarter, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure
pretty-
yours is a little bigger than mine.
properties are all expensive up here. But like someone out like in Texas probably has acres, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Getting my tan on. Sunning my plums.
Look, there we go. Camellia is on 100 acres.
Yeah, I knew Dogpaw had a big. He's in Texas, so he's got a big place.
Okay.
But 100 acres, yeah, that's a nice plot.
Hot dog pot. Camellia's got bigger acreage than you.
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas, but everything's more bigger in Australia. So there you go. That's a lot of land.
We had an acre when I grew up.
Yeah, my place, it's city, but the place I
Well,
grew up here in the
suburban.
city was a decent sized lot.
You're outskirts of the city, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how far from the city are you?
Anymore it's pretty continuous. It used to
Oh.
be we were outside the city, but the two cities kind of grew together, and now it's
I told
even
you the
further
news,
east.
right? About me. Yonkers, no longer the fourth largest city in the state of New York. It's
No.
now the third largest city in the state.
There you go. Wow.
So we're up and comers. But I am 12 minutes out of Manhattan. So we're really close.
Yeah. No, that is seriously.
Problem
close.
is you have to go through the Bronx. to
Yeah.
get there. That's the only problem.
There's always a downside to everything.
So you drive really fast.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, my cousin lives across town here in Denver, and I mean, he could hand a roll of toilet paper out of his bathroom window to his neighbor.
Matter of fact, he has. They usually share the roll.
Yeah, I mean, my neighbor's house, I would have to wind up and throw the roll, and so
Yeah, beach houses, you generally have enough room to walk sideways in between.
yeah.
You know,
Yep, they're
because
close
you're
together.
buying what's behind you, not what's to the side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're buying-
Are you right
buying
on the
ocean.
water, Lori? No, or you're like, is your house right on the water, or you like block off it or something?
We await your answer with bated breath.
Pause. Yeah, my wife always wanted to get a house down on the Jersey Shore, and I was like,
Yeah.
let's. Well, because I was like, first off, a vacation house shouldn't cost more. Okay, but one street, so you have to cross the street.
36
bad.
yards. So that's
Well, probably
100
the
feet.
house across the street is probably nearly like double the damn price.
yeah, probably. Yeah, 1 block away you can actually.
That's funny. In 110 years, she's gonna have
That's a
beachfront
positive
property.
attitude. I like that.
That's a good way to look at it, Lori. My time's coming.
That's right. Quick. All right. Yeah. Here's how we'll measure distances. Can you hit your neighbor's house with a roll of TP?
Yes.
You know.
No.
Oh, that's a lot farther. 236 yards.
Too funny.
That's over 2 football fields. Just saying. And for
few
those
lives in a
overseas, they're going, why can't you Yanks use measurements that make sense?
I live in a split level built in the 1950s.
That's cool.
It's like a high ranch that went.
Yeah. Mine's kind of that split level. It's a tri-level is what we call it out here. But it was built in 78, I think.
So it's a cube house.
No, cube-ish, but yeah, I mean, you've got a main floor, and then you got 9 stairs down to the basement where I am at, and then 8 stairs up to the upper level.
Okay, so we're 5.
Split.
So you walk in, living room, dining room, kitchen.
Yeah.
Walk down, family room. Walk down, basement, or from the main floor, walk up for the bedrooms.
Okay.
It's technically 4 levels,
Yeah, that'd be 4.
but you can't count the basement.
I always count the basement because the basement's the coolest part.
Well, of course, that's where. Yeah, but not for real estate purposes.
Yeah. Well, it depends. You know, if it's finished basement, then
A lot of parts of the world don't have basements.
no, exactly. No, a lot of parts. Well, again, in Texas, they have no idea what a basement is.
Why? Yeah, let's. They have separate buildings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Just-
they have she sheds, he sheds, kid sheds, dog.
yeah, that whole he shed, she
Yeah.
shed thing. Yeah, that's pretty wild. I know that's cool.
1889.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Oh, we're into old houses. Yeah.
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah, you probably do because things built in the 50s were built to last. My mother-in-law's house, she had a stove downstairs that they cooked the second Thanksgiving turkey in, and there was no handle and the door didn't stay shut. It was propped up with a stick. But that oven still worked like a champion. Used it every year, and it was
When we moved into our house, we had one of those kind of like, I don't know, like 60s, 70s kind of metal indoor fireplaces.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like it was a set for a porno movie with that fire.
Yeah.
It was like bright red. It was hysterical.
Yeah, so yeah,
Just a
he's
dungeon, yeah.
in a
That's where
dungeon
he
and
keeps
his
his
moat.
dragon.
Yep. Well, that's our little urban oasis is exactly that. We've got all these flowers and trees and things, and we feed the hummingbirds and the bees, and yeah, we love it. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, you. Okay. Well, you just, because the soil is really hard, yeah, they don't put basements in Texas. That's just unheard of.
Well, but I think it's more for really. I mean, it is a point of what's the point?
Well, I mean,
Yes.
Dallas, like any other big city, I mean, it's, you know, they got suburban, but they just don't do basements there. Just not a thing.
I mean, basements are great because it's free space, but I can see how it can become, an issue
Yeah.
for certain areas.
Well, and yeah, clay is hard to dig into. Here in Denver, we have something called bentonite, and it's an expansive clay. So, which one are you
And-
laughing at?
Because Siegel is a very, very fine house.
All right. I suspect he has 2 dogs in the yard. Yep.
You think his life used to be too hard?
Yeah, it could be.
Possibly. Sandy loam. Oh, that's not good for grass.
No. Well, a lot of rock in Texas. Indeed. There you go. Yeah, just dynamite.
There you go.
Think you use enough dynamite there, Butch?
The basement's definitely my favorite room in the house, though. Southern she shed shenanigans. That's a whole lot of S words.
Yeah. Oh my. That's but welcome to the show.
Southern she shed. Hello, Southern she shed shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I thought it might have been windy too, but maybe it is windy in one of her other handles, or it's another person that's new to the show. And thank you for joining us. So there we go.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. So that's Wendy, right?
Maybe no, it might be. That may be another alias, or it's just another person that has a similar name. We don't know.
It'll be good either way.
It's good either way.
It's good either way. Well,
Yeah.
welcome, she shed. So is the game over? Definitely
Yes,
lost?
they lost.
Aww. I'm so sorry. Okay. Thank you. I thought so.
Yeah, I'm bummed.
It is Wendy.
Yeah, okay, I figured. Yeah, she seems like the kind of gal, A, that would absolutely have a she shed, and B, be up to shenanigans in said she shed.
You know that woman's up to shenanigans.
She is
24/7.
shenanigans queen.
Yeah.
Her baby channel. Oh. So it's going to grow up. Now, soon it'll be a petulant slamming the doors teenager channel. That's what happens.
were dead channel.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I was never born channel. Bam.
Look at Pendar throwing out the words like youngins. I
Yeah.
am jelly. She's jelly. Yeah. Her husband doesn't let her in the main house.
Yeah.
Too much shenanigans.
All next to a graveyard. Interesting.
Really? Only 3 houses your entire life?
Interesting. Yeah, I've still, God, I can't count how many I've been in. And I've been in this house for 30 years. Mm-hmm. But again, I'm old and I moved a lot as a kid.
I have a question for you, because this surprised me when I heard it. What is the average length of stay for people in a house, for a family in a house? Across the country, what is the average?
Off the top of my head, I have no idea. If I had to guess, I'd say 8 years.
It's 7. It was actually 7 years. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say 7. I thought that seems too short.
It's probably with all the damn foreclosures.
Yeah, could be. Nothing bad can come of that.
A
Especially if
graveyard
you
is
have,
great to live next to because you don't have neighbors, just dead people.
yeah, they're not raising hell. They might be raising the dead, but
Yeah, you only have to worry,
yeah, in case of a zombie apocalypse, you're
you're
going
dead.
out
Yeah,
first. But
But you're probably going to go out anyway. You're old. You're not that fast anymore. So
yeah, see, JD had it right. He had it right on the button.
yeah, it was 7 years.
Interesting. Yeah, I was in, and I know you're a Texan, Minnie, so my dad was in the oil business, so it was a lot less than 3 years. I moved on average every 18 months for a number of years.
Are you a military brat, Manny? I knew a couple of brats. Drummer in one of my bands was a military brat.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it since it's dark and you have no idea what you're shooting at, but
I mean, technically, I could shoot right now, too. But I would probably be arrested very fast.
yeah, I'm not going to top off my evening by talking to the cops. Thank you very much.
Average house has 300,000 items. That's interesting little tidbit. I am going to... Everyone, stop. Go count how many things are in your house, and we'll meet back here in a week.
Yeah, see you next week. 1, 2.
Exactly.
Well,
Just on my desk alone, there's I'd say 42 different things.
Well, I've got 2 shelves right above my computers, which have both CDs and books on them, and that's probably 300 right there.
Yeah. I have a guitar chord calendar, a what do you call a Funko Pop of Ace Frehley, 2 empty beer bottles, 2 coffee mugs, 3 cans of White Claw, some icebreaker mints, a few coasters, 4 lighters, a bunch of guitar picks, 2 vapes, couple cords, a glass with a towel in it. I don't know why. An eyeglass case, a notebook. Yes, right on my desk. I'm probably like on.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Ooh, crystal skulls, the kind that have that tequila in them.
Yeah, that's upstairs. Yerbin. And you probably haven't heard. I'm on a.
Chris has all the little bottles.
Not anymore. I drank them all. They're all gone. I haven't been to the liquor store to get samples, so yeah. Don't have anything right now. And again, I'm just. Oh, one thing I am doing is I'm ordering a bottle of poutine for my birthday celebration, which is the original. Yeah, it's the original Irish moonshine.
Okay.
So it's not aged. It's very. Apparently, it's very distinctive. So, and So I'm kind of looking forward to that. That'll be my little, since I'm not drinking until my birthday.
That's it. That's it, Urban. I'm practicing my mixology whenever I turn my camera off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know, you still have toes, and you can drop your pants and get one more.
A musician only needs to be able to count to 4.
Yeah,
That's the good thing about music.
oh well, I do 6 with some frequency, so I can count to 6. Let's see. I got one more queued up that I definitely.
Oh, yeah. It's
Well,
1 o'clock.
Yeah, we're getting.
I gotta
getting
go,
pretty
dude.
close. Yeah, that's.
Homeboy gotta go to work.
I'm gonna make a call here and change, because I want to do an energetic. Let's go out with something upbeat, still an original from JD, but it's all of them playing together, and I think everybody's going to enjoy this. But we've had a great show. It's been the Avs lost, but nothing's perfect. It was fun hanging out with everybody, and
Always fun. Always
see
fun.
everybody around in the funny papers. And we're going to end with a JD and the Queen song, and this song is called Mother.
And we forgot to pick out who we're gonna play next week. So
Well, it'll be a surprise.
it will be a surprise. Exactly.
You'll have to check the chat.
I've been on my own ever since I was 3. I never asked you for any damn thing. You chose drugs and I chose me. But don't you tell me how to be me. And I don't know you, and you don't know me. And you don't know me, and you don't know me anything. No, no, you don't know me. I've been on my own ever since you left me. I never asked you for any damn thing. You chose him and I chose me. And don't you tell me how to be me. And you don't know me, and you don't know me anything. And you don't know me, and you don't know me anything. No, you don't know me, baby. I've been on my own ever since I was 3. I never asked you for any damn thing. You chose drugs and I chose me. And don't you tell me how to be me. And you don't know me, and you don't know me anything. And you don't know me, and you don't know me anything. Oh, you don't know me.
And that's it. Our featured artist,
Sweet.
JD and the Queens. Fantastic song.
Thanks for
And
hanging with us, folks. See you next week.
with that, good night, everybody. Be well.
Ciao.